I mean, because everyone knows what it is. It's the final week of Fast Summer, Banks versus Davis. At least for now, because obviously next week we'll do a post show, have some listener feedback, just kind of break down the journey that we took, preview Fast 10, our own ideas and all that. Because it'll be like a to be continued. We won't redo Fast Summer when Fast 10 comes out. It'll just because I mean it'll be Fast 10. That'll just be like whenever that trailer drops, that'll be like the most anticipated thing. Unless I don't know what's supposed to come up before that. In terms of a movie that I'm excited about.
I think after Doctor Strange and the Multiverse, I'm kind of like, all right, because Batman comes out in March as well as Doctor Strange. And after that, it's like, literally after those movies come out, I'm like, all right, bet. Like it's nothing else.
There'll be other stuff. I mean, I think the movie. Well, they're still are still searching for an overall creative team to put together for that, but. I mean, the movie that John Cena is leaving to go film, Argyle, I think that would be ready by next year. Again, that's Matthew Vaughn. Okay. Spies. It's essentially a Kingsman spinoff without it being connected to Kingsman. Well, I mean, not a Kingsman spinoff, but like a replicant of Kingsman, since Matthew Vaughn probably won't be able to do any Kingsman given that Fox is now owned by Disney. I doubt they'll want to continue in like the R-rated action flick genre. Mm-hmm. So Matthew Vaughn, again, with his love for spy movies, is branching off, and probably whatever distributor or studio is going to make that. I think it's Lionsgate or someone else, but he's got Henry Cavill. He's got a stacked cast, and John Cena. Again, that was the whole point of him. Like, I'm going to win, take the belt, go to the movie set. Which, I mean, that would have actually been funny if he showed up on the movie set, like with the belt and all that,
in full gear.
And the full jorts and awesome T-shirt that only one asshole got to buy because it was for $21,000.
Bruh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Fuck, we gonna talk about the Roman Reigns versus John Cena match when we get to the anniversary and just everything John Cena related. Fuck that, he tricked us. Cause me and you was like on the live last night. Shouts out to Show Your Work. We was on the live. We was like, hey, we about to buy this shirt right now. And then I'm like, I don't see it on the WWE shop. I was like, all right. Maybe
I was on the site last night as soon as he walked out, and like when you would hit John Cena's image, it would like nothing would pop up. Then you type in John Cena T-shirts, and it had just the green one. It had the newest one and all the other ones. And I have that one. I'm like, give me what I want. Like,
right. So I was like, all right, bet maybe this is coming out soon, but usually the coming out soon shirts are already on there.
They want that merch money.
That fucking Becky Lynch shirt was on there ASAP.
Don't get me started. But I mean, if you want to hear me and Banks together with some really dope people, shouts to Earl, God Soul, shouts to B-Dot, shouts to Marcel, shouts to Nelson,
DJ
Larry. I was like, who else? Because it was a packed room. The Bad Boys. If we ever get together again, that's what we're calling ourselves. Are the Bad Boy Pistons.
Oh no, that'll happen again. That shit was hilarious.
I mean, we were throwing elbows and just knocking guys out of the sky when they come up for layups.
and then still didn't even get that problematic. Nah, come on. It could have got worse.
Someone did say something about beating someone with a cane, like Mr. Fuji. I won't say who was doing which, but there's some crazy shit said. Me and Earl had a whole versus of Triple H in itself. That was dope. It was like the meme of the two guys slipping each other off, like, fuck you. Like,
and there was some great points made too. I can't even hold you.
Oh yeah, it was
some points made.
It was both sides. Yeah, had their because he's very pro Triple H and I'm very anti Triple H. It was a good, fun debate. But overall, check that out. Show Your Work. 4 hours. God, it felt like 4 hours. God.
No, that's how long that fucking pay-per-view was too.
Well, that's that. And again, when we didn't even have the full. I mean, that whole segment of Nakamura coming out to Becky Lynch winning was probably what would have been that Sasha Bianca match. That whole time span of 20 to 25 minutes. But we got robbed of a great match, what would have probably been a good sequel to what will be this year's match of the year, in my opinion. Excuse me, sorry. But the last three matches delivered at least, and I mean the Edge Seth Rollins match, much to your chagrin, delivered. The Bobby Lashley Goldberg,
legend. He had to carry that match. Shouts out to Seth
Rollins. The Bobby Lashley Goldberg match delivered in terms of like the car accident that you can't stop watching.
Yeah.
And then the post match beat down.
Oh,
beat that boy's ass.
That was segment of the year. That was segment of the year. I was like, he got to choke out the Sun. He choked out Gage. I was like, yeah, we here. Gage definitely went on Call of Duty and said slur words too.
And then, of course, the GOAT, John Cena, showed up. And you know what? I was shocked that it wasn't terrible. Like he still had it. That granted, he didn't go all out. He didn't hit crazy, code reds or springboard stunners, anything like that. He kept it simple, but he was able to do. It was great storytelling with the roll ups, trying to get the three more than anything, like legit trying to catch Roman off guard. And Roman Reigns, again, working the crowd extremely well and just beating his ass. It was a good back and forth match. It was a prototypical babyface heel matchup in terms of like, oh, he's going to come back. Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, he's going to come back. No, he doesn't.
Right.
And it ended, again, with just one spear, which you and I both agreed was dumb just in terms of it just really not bury John Cena, but like I would have rather him done 3 straight spears just to like put, like I'm putting you in the dirt, like get up again. Like I'm going to like, you ain't never going to come back after this.
Yeah, I didn't really like the finish.
But it still didn't ruin the match in my opinion. Just like, I mean, that didn't mean in terms of like 6 years ago when, I don't know, 5 years ago. No, yeah, 6 years ago. I'm getting confused. When Seth Rollins, John Cena had a great match that was ruined by Jon Stewart hitting John Cena with the most protected chair shot to the gut of all time. I mean, that he legit just, it was like his fist right to like John Cena's ribs.
Yeah, you're right. That was 6 years ago, SummerSlam 2015. Davis is choking for everybody that's watching.
That's probably because I'm tearing up talking about John Cena losing, and then now we got to talk about Fast 9 where he lost again.
Oh, shit. That started that. Fast 9 started this whole losing streak.
Yes and no, because he does beat Joel Kinnaman, but then he puts over Idris Elba in the Suicide Squad. But like I told you, I was worried that Joel Kinnaman was gonna like go over John Cena. I was like, no fucking way. Are you gonna tell me that Joel Kinnaman beats John Cena? But that's a great scene. That scene is probably my favorite scene of the year. Funny, 2 scenes in the Suicide Squad are that scene, that whole fight scene from you see the reflection of the fight in the helmet, and then the whole like Peacemaker. What a joke! Like just damn. And then when him and Bloodsport have their showdown until it ends, like at that point, that's really good. But then at the end, when Bloodsport does like the full like putting the whole like gun together, that shit's just like I like seeing shit like that get done. Yeah. Well, we'll kind of get more thoughts on the Suicide Squad since we watched it at different times. And as we said, like the 1 year anniversary show, which we're just a month away, it'll be September 25th, which is a Saturday, funny enough. So we'll probably go live that day. And again, talk about the career of John Cena, the summer he had this year with coming back to WWE, Fast 9, F9, the Fast Saga, the 800 different names this movie has, which is a way of masking how bad it is.
Because on my screen it says Fast and the Furious 9. But then I know that's Fast 9.
Mine is F9, the Fast Saga, because I actually rented this. I paid the full $20 to rent this. And then we do got to discuss that there is a director's cut coming. So that's, again, a sign that this movie's bad. Even though I do have the Fast 5 director's or extended edition, which is, I think, like 2 extra minutes. I'm like, what would you add? Right. What? That apparently had, I think, I didn't read up about what's in it because I want to go in blind and see, like, what the differences are. Because when you watch a movie as an extended edition the first time and then watch the regular one, like I watched Talladega Nights the other day, and I saw the extended edition the first time. So when I watched the one that's on Netflix, I'm like, oh, that scene's gone. Oh, that scene's gone. And it's almost like a different movie. sometimes it works like that, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm really curious to see what they have for the director's cut. I think you just said the main thing is that there's probably more scenes with the dad, is what you said.
What else could they have? Nothing else could save this movie. You give me 20 additional minutes, that's not going to save this movie. That's going to actually piss me off more.
There's stuff you need to take out more than anything. Like, let's get rid of Dieter von Hammerschmidt and his whole character.
The evil German dude. We talked about that too.
And yeah, because we started the Fast Summer the week after this was released in theaters. Because right before we recorded Too Fast, Too Furious, we did our initial reaction, said we'll save the rest for down the road when we do the watch along. Because it actually worked out that it was going to be on demand a lot sooner, given the pandemic still going on and all that. And I think the market of people wanting to watch it at their home and willing to pay the $20 to do it is something that that was probably like a big light bulb for Hollywood studios during the quarantine. It was like people would actually pay $20 to watch a new movie in the privacy of their own home.
Exactly.
But yeah, you said it perfectly, that it was an 80s type of like throwback villain, which is like, this movie doesn't need that. It was very like Die Hard, Hans Gruber-esque, but like 1,000 times worse. But we'll get it started in a couple minutes. There's not much for us to banter about this week in terms of nothing really happened in the news. It's kind of been a quiet week for everything else.
Wrestling talk. Davis.
You and I do that elsewhere. Yeah, you and I do it elsewhere, and we did it last night.
And then I already know there's going to be a lot of dialogue this week too. So,
but it's dialogue that's warranted. At least it's not just outrage for the sake of outrage. It's legit a travesty. Not like it was a tragedy. Could you repeat the question? Which is still my favorite thing, where it's like, give me a minute. Yeah, it was a tragedy.
Right.
Can you repeat it? Him dressed up as Eazy-E. Hey, cuh, you just stepped on my sneaker. Me and Fam and Cal were talking about that the other night.
Yeah, I need to get the dope.
Yeah,
I need to get the dope.
With a King soda.
Fake soda.
He spelled it BKING. When the guy has like crack rock in his like.
Yeah, and they showing it off, bro.
I think a piece of cinnamon. What happened to that boy? Hey, what do you know about?
That's the second week that's been referred to. The first time.
I just love that, because that is you and me in like 30 years. And that's you and me now whenever I make a reference to something like, what do you know about that?
Yeah, no, the Bill Bellamy shit will never get old.
That, I think when I said Teresa Randall, you're like, what do you know about Teresa Randall? Like,
what else you said? It happens every week. I'm like, bro, how you know that? But the Bill Bellamy shit, you got to be tapped in to know who Bill Bellamy is.
Oh.
He's a sacred treasure.
But on that note, I mean, as you can see, if you're watching this on YouTube this time, Banks has like a webcam that works this time. It's a lot better than previous. So in the future you'll be seeing us a lot more. But
because it ain't Chinese made. This is Logitech.
Okay, no.
This ain't no Amazon bullshit. It works.
Shit. When is that? Shang-Chi is like 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
I think, early September. Because I'm like,
are you going to support it like you supported Black Panther? Because they said you got to support it like it's Black Panther.
Of course. Well, like I said, that trailer gave me the Black Panther vibes. Like a king, like a man trying to be king who's, who doesn't want the throne and all that. And Josh Larry for his Black Panther slander, where he was like, the strength. Like I told you, that scene where he's like, I am your king now, is very, what am I doing?
The strength of the Black Panther.
Don't do the don't do.
Has been flipped.
Don't do Shawn Michaels. Don't do Shawn Michaels' his force when occurred. No.
They just say.
But yes, because I'm thinking, what will we do until the Fast and Furious. I mean, till the 1 year anniversary show. I mean, you and I have a whole slate of ideas, but we've talked about, again, continuing kind of this watch along format because it gives thoughts that we've had elsewhere, and it will mainly be for wrestling pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm.
And that we do. I see what sucks is if Donda dropped, we would do the Kanye West. We're probably still going to do it, which is you saying like the first 3 albums is better than the Dark Fantasy, Jesus, and 808 and Heartbreaks 3. But we would kind of cover the whole.
Fucking do that. We'll have that talk if anything does release. I don't think the album is coming out.
I agree. That's why I'm saying like we probably would just have to do it to do it.
It's just like, bro, he's smart. I respect the hustle. Like, if you can get people to get got, then get them. He's just doing this just because it's like, all right, bro, show up. Like, these are literally, like, I have the album, but it's literally demos in my perspective. And it's just like, show up so I can take your money. Like, he has one this week in Soldier Field.
Yeah, that's what he's just literally like a traveling like scammer at this point. Like,
it's fun because it's little white kids. It's like, yeah, I want to listen to the album.
Yeah.
So it's like this is the way to listen to the album. Like, if you want to listen to the album, you go because it's never going to get released.
But if you were Drake, would you drop CLB that day so anyone that was in the state would get the alert and be like, oh, fuck this, I'm going to put this in right now and not hear this bullshit?
Especially
your whole thing is that he should do what Kanye did to 50 Cent, right? Which is go at him on the same day.
Yeah, especially because yesterday apparently Kanye posted some screenshot that he put Drake in a group chat and Pusha T responded to him and all that shit. So if I'm him, let's just say this. What if Drake released CLB a week after Donda? Donda's still gonna get that album.
Well, that's what happened. That's what happened the summer of 2018 was Kanye did the 4 albums. Drake's releases right after that. He does Ye, Kids See Ghost, the Nas one, and then the Tiana Taylor one. Oh no, the Pusha T one first. Ye, and all that. And then Drake. But again, Drake announced mine's dropping in June, and Kanye did that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I'm gonna do this the first 4 weeks of June, and then Drake's like, all right, my shit's at the end of June then.
And he still got his ass beat. Or he had the artists get their ass beat.
But that's what's that's bad. That's when so like
so released, if I'm not mistaken.
But it had that hype of like again like him flying people out to Wyoming and all that, and then that was really like when the clothes he was selling was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what do you like? You're just selling spray paint shirts? Like, I mean, like airbrush shirts now?
You got me fucked up if you think I'm taking the flights in Wyoming to listen to an album.
Wyoming. But
I'll go to Atlanta. I'll go to Chicago. I ain't going to Wyoming.
But what I'm trying to say is that if you were here with us for Fast Summer, please stay. If you don't want to stay, all right, no hard feelings.
No, y'all motherfuckers better stay. What we putting in.
But there's other stuff that we're going to get into again. Other movies, other TV shows, other wrestling again. Because when you and I talk wrestling, it's wrestling that we like. It's not wrestling to commentate on at the moment. It's us reviewing old shows. Again, that way you can find Eugene and Ric Flair, which you probably had forgot about when it happened at the moment. Or like me constantly saying, I'm going to kick the devil's ass. Just like
I tried to find that promo yesterday.
Oh, that's the thing. So like if I said like we should eat, what would happen is 1 week we would pick a show from a certain era that you'd want to review. I'd pick my equivalent from that era and we'd commentate on it and be like, oh, I remember watching this live and all that. It's like for ECW, classic ECW, you'd probably want to do like Heat Wave 99 is what Masato Tanaka, Mike Awesome, and then the great tag match with Sabu, RVD, Hayabusa, and Jinsei Shizaki. And I would be like, let's do Barely Legal because that's just as good. And that was the first one. It would be stuff like that. So don't steal our ideas because I see a lot of you people I respect. But it just happens.
If you don't say it, I'm gonna say it because they titled it the same way as well.
No. I mean, but it's not hard to. I mean, if anyone who the people formerly known as the Starters, now No Dunks, are also doing a Fast and Furious watch along. Which,
but to be fair, started.
But to be fair, when I used to listen to them, they would always talk about the Fast and Furious off and on. So it wasn't anything like they just picked up. It was a thing where they were fans of it, both in like the ironic sense, but unironically. It was that thing where like people who like will talk about wrestling for a couple months when something big happens and then stop. Basically like Bill Simmons until he just partnered up with WWE. Like he would only talk about wrestling if something big happened, not talk about wrestling, and then if something popped up again, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I hear my thoughts on wrestling and all that." Meanwhile, like everything else is going on.
But they just started doing it. It's too
like you say, but like what you said with Show Your Work, they're a basketball pod. You got to talk about other stuff during the summer. Like the Olympics are done, so and some like no one really talks about summer league.
It is what it is, but y'all not low. It's right there.
It happens again. No one has original ideas anymore. I basically took this idea from the Laps fan when they did every WrestleMania for 30 straight weeks,
which is still insane. And then they do about 4 or 5 hours of content.
I mean, we get about half of that. Yeah. And I mean, but that's because I'm like, I could do that if I like legit did the full breakdown of like how the movie was made and all that. Like I try to do it briefly. I think that's what next week's show would be like how this started from the Vibe magazine article. Again, like we've always kind of dropped nuggets like that, like how Timothy Oliphant was actually supposed to be Dom Toretto, but turned it down because he had just done Gone in 60 Seconds. And we kind of skipped over, I think, in Too Fast that it was supposed to be Ja Rule instead of Tyrese. But no, we kind of looked because you were like, John Sickles is like, I just made Baby Boy my guy, Tyrese. I'm going to put him in this movie, make him a bigger star. Which, I mean, like you said, he's the MVP of this movie, which I have a hard time disagreeing with. Even though the stuff he's the MVP for, I'm not a fan of, but he shines through the bullshit he has to do.
Yeah, he made the most sense out of everybody. He said, "Yo, when we get to that scene, once again, I got to break it down." He was like, "Y'all ever think like how we survive all this?"
But see, I don't like that because that's like I said, this movie's a parody of a Fast and Furious movie. It's a farce of itself, satirical.
Yeah.
With even
nobody just gave a fuck. That's what it is. Everybody like we pay.
Well, it's because I think they're just like, oh, am I really gonna turn down this bag? It's Undertaker in Saudi Arabia. Am I really gonna turn this down? Exactly. Let me warm up a bit. See what the old hip's doing.
Let me go do some kickboxing like Undertaker was doing.
And then, but again, like as we'll discuss, it has a different screenwriter. So I think that's the biggest thing. And Neil H. Moritz isn't producing it, given that Universal gave him the boot because he wanted credit on Hobbs and Shaw. And Universal's like, no, we're gonna keep that back for ourselves. And he's like, oh. And they're like, yeah, you're not even gonna be part of the next movies either. So he was just like, to sue your ass, which I think he did. That's what Universal is gonna do with what I have planned for the end of this episode. Once this episode drops, which either should be later tonight or early tomorrow. I know we're recording a day later. I thought I had something planned tomorrow, so we had to push it. I mean, planned yesterday, so we had to push it. But do you want to just I'm probably going to change my setup so I can have a better view of watching it. So you just want to, I'm at 0.00.03.
Okay, I'm at 4.
Okay.
So we'll probably just have to go at the same time, but I don't think it'll be an issue. What do you mean? So you're running out of time. What do you mean? Hi guys, so we're here about to watch Fast 9, as you know. This movie was trash, but we still gonna watch it for your entertainment.
It's trash after
like the whole setup.
Oh yeah, no, I needed to get comfortable if I'm gonna watch this bullshit. All right. Yeah, it starts out pretty good in the first 30 minutes, and then it goes off the deep end and deeper and deeper. We're gonna get into the commentary right away because at the end of the commentary, we're gonna rewrite this movie. We're gonna script doctor it. We're gonna fix it. Because I have some ideas. I think Banksy might as well. But we'll just discuss the movie that they presented us, and then discuss what we would have done before we do. We might have to do the director's cut watch along as well, maybe. Depending on how I'll watch it one time, and if I'm like, no, fuck this is like you said, if this is even worse.
Yeah, no. For anybody that's been listening and new listeners, understand. This is the game where we both gotta carry each other. Cause it's like for this movie right here, we gotta cut the promos of our life for this one. This is definitely a game 6, game 7 in Utah, and we the Bulls, bro, in '97.
Well, what's funny is, like I said last week, I think I kind of held back on the Hobbs and Shaw. Like I said, like it's good as an action movie. It's really just the ultimate politics movie. Dwayne Johnson played politics and got this movie made.
Wait, so you saying Fast 9 is his fault as well?
Yes, 100%. That's what I'm going to say.
That's crazy.
No, it is. The fallout of Hobbs and Shaw is why we get this movie. Like I said, Chris Morgan didn't come back. He chose to stay with Dwayne Johnson over Vin Diesel. He was like KD going, like, leaving Westbrook. I'm going to go team with Steph Curry. Like, see ya. Which made sense, too, because, like, Kevin Durant was, like, the guy who was in Oklahoma City the longest, basically since the inception. Then I know they get Westbrook right after, but, like, Chris Morgan, once these movies really took off after Tokyo, because he wrote Tokyo Drift, he wrote every single one until this one. And I'm counting he wrote Hobbs and Shaw. He basically picked Dwayne Johnson because it was like where the money resides. Like, I think Dwayne Johnson probably has more staying power than Vin Diesel.
Absolutely. At this point in his career as well, I don't know about over Vin Diesel, yes, but I don't know about the 2-3 years from now for Vin.
And that's what we'll get to kind of during the course of this movie. And we've kind of alluded to it before. I read his filmography. A lot of misses in that Vin Diesel filmography. A lot of like I said, you needed this franchise more than anyone else to solidify yourself as like Vin Diesel.
Listen, once again, I like the Chronicles already.
But again, they're going to do another one of those in like a year or two, I think. Yeah, I think he posted on his IG he posted on his IG sometime last year that he had a new script from the guy who's wrote all of them.
God damn, dude, we don't need to know.
I told you he doesn't know anything else to do. That's why we got that third XXX movie. Like this 16 years later.
This one is technically the fourth one that's coming out because it was Pitch Black, then it was
Chronicles
of
Riddick,
then it was the Chronicles.
Then it was just Riddick.
Yeah. So this is the fourth one technically.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
He can't keep getting away with this.
Hey, he's a finesser or a one-trick pony, either way. Because Daniel Craig is the real finesser, like you said a couple months ago. Because apparently, again, he's getting $100 million to do all the Knives Out sequels.
Yeah, and I think he got like $40 million just to do the 007 movie.
No. He got triple digits in the millions for that.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Because I was going to say that, but I was like, shit, I might have to drop the number. But it was
he's probably getting $40 million for, I think, the Knives Out sequels, like each, and it will like add up to $100 million. I think in like the grand, because like I think they said there are 2 sequels for Knives Out planned for Netflix, and he got close to $100 million for these 2. So it would probably be like $40 million and like that he's taken home without like his expenses or whatever.
All that for a movie. At this point, it's probably not going to get pushed back. But
Knives Out? No, they've been.
Knives Out, the 007 movie.
Oh, shit!
Is it next month? Right?
I think it's November. Let me check real quick before we get started. No Time to Die. As of right now, it says October 8th in the U.S.
Yeah, you can't push it back, bro. It's been like a year and a half, almost 2. Just go ahead and put that motherfucker out, bro.
Yeah, I mean, studios have been thinking they should have done that based off like a Free Guy last week. Apparently, it did a lot it did better than people expected. But again, everyone should know that if it's not Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds movies aren't going to make money.
Oh, fuck, bro. Motherfucker's a terrorist.
Turd. But all right, are you ready? On
Yes,
1,
sir.
2.
1 second.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, because I gotta. All right. Whenever you're ready.
1, 2, 3, play. You
Can you hear my audio?
Yeah, I said like I hear yours loud and clear.
Turn my headphones up.
Turn them shits up. We get the throwback Universal logo, so that's that already made me think like, what's going on?
That actually threw me off when I was watching it on this app, because I was like, yo, am I watching? I know I'm watching it on a certain type of app, but I was like, yo, am I about to watch Mad Max?
We get One Race, which is Vin Diesel's production company, because to him we are all one race.
Just because he can't figure out his race,
as you've alluded to every single time.
I'm telling you, man.
Perfect Storm, which replaces Neil H. Moritz's original film, and then right now we're like right into like Days of Thunder. You see a stock car driver with Toretto written on his head, and it's like, oh, I see where we're going. Which I do, like I said, the flashbacks are the best thing about this movie. I would have just done a lot more of that, but I'll say that for the end.
Oh, you thought it was him? You thought it was like the young Dom?
No. I knew exactly what it was, because then like I've watched The Fast and the Furious 100 times into the story. Like, that's my dad there, coming up in this amateur stock car circuit. So I knew what they were going. Remember when we broke down the trailer? I'm like, oh, they're doing the origin story of his dad dying and all that. And I said Michael Rooker is going to be the dad, but he's the dad's friend.
Thought you was going to say the origin story of that ranch.
Well, pretty much. How like it just travels to him.
Yeah, it's like the Thor hammer.
I was just there like when the lightsaber falls out of the sky in Empire Strikes Back. All right, so we get J.D. Pardo from Minds MC as Jack Toretto. So like, okay, so this guy's clearly of a different ethnicity than John Cena, who shows up as Dom's long lost brother, in a way. What do you think of the accuracy of the two guys playing young Dom and young Jacob?
Well, for Dom, because we're all one race, I think it's fitting. Because I'm confused. I don't know if he's Puerto Rican, Dominican, Cuban, everything the one race Dom Toretto wants to be, or Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
I'm confused. You're confused, bruv.
But what's funny is that the guy playing young Dom is legit like 4 inches taller than Vin Diesel. And then you get Finn Cole, who's playing young Jacob. And no way, without all the HGH in the world, is this guy growing up to be John Cena.
He believed.
Because again, it's like, how old is he even supposed to be? Because this is 1989 is the tricky thing too. I think when I mapped it out, I'm like, so he would be mid 30s or he'd be early 30s in 2001, 2002 when the Fast and the Furious takes place. Because the shitty thing about this movie, it fucks up the whole timeline.
Right.
Like nothing makes sense anymore. It barely did in Furious 7, but nothing makes sense anymore.
Let's just say in this world, nobody ages.
Pretty much.
That's what we'll go with.
And we got this guy, Jim Perrick, who's like a David Ayer regular. He was in the Suicide Squad as the Joker's henchman. He's been in Fury. But he's playing Kenny Linder, the guy who is responsible for Dom Toretto going to Lompoc. I don't think the car would fly up that high and then just like helicopter against the cage like that. But basically, his dad dies in a fiery wreck, as he alluded to. Remember, he's like,
he ain't Ricky
said
Bobby. Your dad's
I'm flying through the air. This is not good. Right. But again, he hops over. He's crying and screaming, as he alluded to in that great scene. Like I said, one of the all-time cinematic scenes is when Vin Diesel tells Paul Walker, when Dom tells Brian the story of his dad, and he's like, they said it was me screaming. He's like, I heard screaming.
My father.
But they said he died upon impact.
My father turned into barbecue. That's why we have family dinners to remind us of the father.
And then now we're on the fucking Toretto family ranch, which is like, oh God.
He put fear in that little boy's heart, that baby's heart. You sure?
And his like Dickies overalls.
This kid want to play Coco Melon.
This kid is legit like, I'm just like 4 years old, Dad. Barely.
I'm the same height as you.
Again, everyone has to wear farm clothes. Letty shows up in the overalls. They got two Dodge Chargers parked. One's outside, one's in the barn. Like, they're living like Tony Stark in Avengers Endgame.
And too bad Dom didn't die like him. Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler for the highest grossing movie, or what was the highest grossing movie, because I think Avatar beat it again when they re-released it.
Fuck both of those movies.
That's how you show that James Cameron's an asshole.
He's the devil. He's been so mad.
And even the kid got Tim's on. God.
He had to go in a little escape room.
Yeah. Again, how are you like this?
The
is not
fucking
a good...
shotguns are doom.
Yep.
Bro, you know those aren't ranged weapons, bro.
You are the cops. You're a cop.
God, he's a
Brian,
cop.
I gotta find Jesse before they do.
I told you didn't believe me when I told you he was a cop. You don't believe me now.
So the rest of the team shows up, and the rest of the team is Roman Pierce, Ramsey, and Tej. And they're still working with Mr. Nobody. So they've adopted this, like, we're a paramilitary team now. But Dom and Letty are like, nah, we're out of the game. I'm retired.
Ramsey, pressure. UK women.
I was just about to say, like, what did Estelle sing about American Boy? Like, shit, you can be my London girl. Like, my UK ting.
Let me get back on IG real quick.
All right, so we get Kurt Russell only in this scene, which is a fucking travesty.
He on the PS2.
Exactly. And right now they're legit doing like a basic type of summary of what this movie is going to be about, but also remind you what happened, because like they caught Cypher, but she was extracted, and we gotta go find out what happened. And Dom's like, no, I'm out of the game. And then Roman Pierce coming up has to do the, Dom, this is Cypher, the woman that killed the mother of your son. Like, very soap opera-esque like delivery and dialogue.
I remember the bitch.
But she got a different hair. She got a different haircut this time, cuh.
Oh, that's why I didn't recognize her.
See, the woman who killed the mother of your child, Dom. Things changed. Oh, so things changed. So he can just forgive like that, when the whole time of like Fate of the Furious was he was betraying his family to save the mother of his the mother of the child that he never knew existed. And this has been Vin Diesel wrote this dialogue about the whole, like, where is God? In your heart, Dad. Vin Diesel wrote this.
Imagine you being that baby 10 years from now. You like, I did that fucking movie.
Legit. Like, this kid's going to be like 18 and be like, I don't even remember what happened. I'm 2. It's like Stewie on Family Guy, where there was an episode where Brian says something and Stewie's like, Brian, I'm 1.
Letty shouldn't remember anything neither.
And she gives him the necklace, which again survives everything. It's been like passed over, it's been found, it's been lost, it's indestructible, even though it's just 20 pieces of silver, as Elena told us in Fast 5.
The necklace of doom. I think that holds the key to the future, I'm telling you. Well, he dressed like me.
I was just about to say, but he's dressed like you in terms of like Vin Diesel wasn't hitting the gym this movie.
I do know.
Vin Diesel was just like, I'm going to show up and you're going to do all the CGI around my body. Because wait till we get to the end scene. Wait till we get to the end scene when he hands John Cena the keys, and John Cena is like a mountain compared to Vin Diesel.
No, he legit looked like 6'5" in this movie.
6'5" and just like as wide as like a fucking house.
So it's the same thing like with NBA players. The cameras don't do them justice. So like with WWE workers, the camera's not doing them justice.
Well, no, as we said last night, and that's the thing. This movie was filmed in late 2019, mid to late 2019 was the period of its filming. And we saw John Cena yesterday. Obviously, it doesn't look the same as it does here with both his physical appearance and his hair. But still, wrestlers compared to normal actors, drastically different.
Exactly.
Like Stephen Amell on Arrow looked like, oh yeah, he looks like he's in good shape. And then you see him in wrestling, it's like, oh, look, like he looks like he needs to hit the PC for 4 months.
Look at his back, it's little.
Basically. And right now, like the fucking Danny Elfman Batman theme as he shows up at the last minute. Okay, only down.
We knew you'd come.
Yeah, like I knew you'd come. but he figures out something's up because he rewinds the tape like fucking John Gruden's QB camp to see that the other necklace, like the man who snatched Mr. Nobody, had a necklace that was very similar to Dom's. Dun dun dun.
I still would have let him go by himself because you're supposed to be hiding a brother. You were hiding a brother.
You were. I mean, that's what they essentially say when they're in that scene. He's like, "You got a brother?"
Yeah, I ain't tell y'all because he don't look like me. He's not one race. He's just white. From the mean streets of Boston.
Oh, don't get me started on my Boston accent. As I do this thing, when wake up, you go down the fucking harbor.
One of the worst accents in history.
Is that your mother? Man, fuck your mother.
Is that an African? Yellow.
Oh no. Mark
Wahlberg type beef.
No. He had his beef was with Asian people. So this right here gives a whole different vibe. Again, these people, they didn't choose the secret agent life. The secret agent life chose them. They're not qualified still.
Oh man, they just like me. Except for not the secret agent life.
It made sense for them to get revenge against Deckard Shaw. And then Fate of the Furious, it didn't make sense for Luke Hobbs to be like, hey, I need y'all. I would be like, the fuck? We just worked like one mission to get my girl back and the other mission to avenge one of my best friends' death. I ain't fucking working for you.
See, maybe. I'm paying attention to the movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm saying we're saying because shit's about to kick into gear. This is all just plot of like there's a device again in the last 4 movies. There's always a device now to stop the whole world essentially. And Tyrese is acting in this. So, Dom, there's no sign of nobody's here. Like Mr. I don't see anyone.
You know what it was with this movie? I figured it out. He was like, nobody else is taking anything serious, and I take everything serious.
Well, I mean, besides Vin Diesel.
Yeah, if y'all follow Tyrese on IG, he takes everything serious. I'm sorry. He takes everything serious. Like, bro, it's supposed to be funny.
You mean his captions?
Yo, it's the weirdest captions ever. And then when he does the caption this thing, it's random video. Like, bruh, his camera roll is insane.
But all right, so the military of this country they're in shows up after them to stop him, and he's running, dodging through the bullets,
like all about the Benjamins. Don't shoot me! Don't shoot.
Yeah, legit. Like, you don't know who I am. You think I'm scared? And then he covers after he says, "You think I'm scared?"
So everybody else got little 4.5 pistols, 9mm.
Well, he's got the dual pistols like he's in a John Woo movie.
But Dom has the fucking shotgun, a Doom.
Yeah. And then he spears a guy off this fucking through the hole.
Yo, this looks the cinematography. I'm fucking
the cinematography. The cinematography. Yeah, I'm like,
I apologize, everybody. Y'all hear my voice. It's been a couple of days.
Here's what's funny. They have this man surrounded. I'll let you get back to it in a minute. Then he picks up the fucking AK and just
goes crazy. Bro,
they're firing at him from every
by
angle.
20 dudes.
Exact every angle, and he's like, dun like he turns into John Wick all of a sudden.
Bro, he's surrounded by like 20 dudes.
Like, you see bullet holes in the shirt, and he's like,
yo, this movie was shot really well.
No, I think I mean, it's not shot poorly. I think other ones have been shot better. Furious 7, Fast 6. I think this one's just a lot brighter, is what you're probably realizing.
It's probably better cameras too.
Yeah, of course. But no, I think Furious 7 is the one that has the best cinematography.
That shit looks like Jurassic.
And then his fucking armored vehicle just shows up to like go right through
MVP,
this.
I don't know if he went up to the writers and was like, listen, this is how I come back.
Here's what he said. Dwayne Johnson's not here. I'm doing all the shit that he would do.
Basically.
And they were like,
he's
okay,
out here like fucking Superman and cutting promos. He think he Roman Reigns.
But see what I mean? Like, this doesn't feel like a Fast and the Furious movie because this chase scene is so slow. I get it's on, different terrain. They're driving on fucking grass, but still.
Yo, he got a fucking white tee and everybody else got like bulletproof.
Oh yeah, no, he showed up with the Mr. Clean V-neck.
The shotgun, the chain, and a white tee. Like everybody else is like armor equipped. I want a white tee.
Oh yeah, everyone else is dressing like Dwayne Johnson. They got all the fucking cargo pants and boots and military jackets on.
Yo, what if he changes his white tee after every take?
He has, or he just has multiple and just pulls one right off the other.
Underneath, you gonna be hot as shit.
Unless it's like really thin material. So it's basically like a pillow sheet.
This would have been a good time for the dinosaurs to come out.
Just out of nowhere, no explanation. No, I would be mad if that's how they spun, like connected the two universes. And just like this is welcome to Jurassic Park, and like
it's John Cena.
Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. Now it's a franchise when I'm shining now. You can't see me. My time is now. And he's got the binoculars. Like he threw the necklace to his back, so you could see like, oh, he's got the same necklace as Tom. That's what you say to someone in the theater when they don't know what's going on. Like, they have the same necklace.
You ever seen that picture with that dude at a baseball game talking to that girl? The dude got like glasses on, and his like hand is doing this cutting motion, like he's trying to explain something to her.
Mm-hmm. That's me to like a majority of women I've been at the movies with.
Exactly.
Or whether at home or I'm always like, you see, that person was in this movie. That's why I relate to that one clip where the guy in the club is talking to the girl, and she's like, My ass is in fuego. That means fire.
That means fire.
He legit is trying. And then it explodes and catches him right between these two. Like,
Huh?
Oh God.
I beg your pardon.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
No, like the car, like it explodes, and his car legit gets stuck between like the two rocks, and he's just like hanging there, and the landmines underneath. Like this whole scenario is insane.
Damn. Sounds like a Friday night in Hollywood. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just like this scene. No. This scene is when it gets like I don't want to say ludicrous because I get
No. There
but
you go.
but it
Say
is.
good jokes.
It
Good
is. 'Cause watch,
tweets.
it lands right on the landmine.
Like a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon.
Legit. This is Looney Tunes. And
That's all, folks.
yeah, and that's how he walks away from this. Like that's all. Like, and then Chris Bridges looks at this man like, "How are you alive?" Like, basically, they try to treat this man like Mick Foley in the Attitude Era.
Right.
How you ain't dead yet?
Right. Well, he got a big ass forehead too, so it'll probably ricochet off. And he's bald. Double entendre. Don't ask me how. I'll be pissed off. That's the car of my dreams right there. That Hellcat Dodge Charger.
Is that what that is? Oh,
Hellcat,
okay.
yeah. I'll be pissed off. I gotta take it to the fucking. This ain't even the desert no more. The goddamn rainforest.
Yeah, take it to what, the Temple of Doom.
Where is this at again?
I think it's in South America. I think it's in either Mexico or South America. Monte Quinto.
I gotta take.
What is it? Oh no, not him! Him catching her with the hood of the car.
No, her getting hit by a car.
But here's what's
Don't
good.
laugh
Here's what's
at
good.
women getting hit by cars.
No. The device falls out, and look who comes like a fucking shortstop, like Derek Jeter coming to scoop a ground ball.
And his name is John Cena.
And he gives this look like this smug look like you ain't shit.
You kind of look like The Rock. Part timer.
He legit does like, sup, you punk bitch.
Oh, okay. This is
all right. See, that aerial shot was really good when the two cars were on different sides. They should have just kept like doing this aerial shot a lot more with the two cars chasing each other. Get creative with the filming of these sequences. Don't just do the basic like cuts back to the car, cuts back to gear shifting and all that. All right, so Letty knows who Jacob is. So this explains that, like, all right, so it's not like Dom never knew his brother. It's that people did. It just, as we'll find out later in a few scenes, he disowned him. You brought dishonor on me. You brought dishonor on your cow.
We gotta go to this place.
Why?
This shit looks good. It looked like something from Tomb Raider. You ever played Tomb Raider?
No.
Oh yeah, I forgot you don't play video games. That's one of my goals, to get you to play video games.
I just play MLB The Show is what I'm playing.
Okay, you were a hipster.
All right, see, this is again the lunacy. I don't want to keep saying the lunacy.
No,
there we
it
go.
is ludicrous.
I know because he's driving. I know because
he's
he's at the wheel. But like again, this I know there's
he's
a movie.
Not called Ludacris anymore. It's Chris Bridges, bro.
True.
He said he don't want to be called Ludacris no more.
Star of John Henry.
Oh fuck! Y'all talked about that shit. I seen that movie. I hate to admit it.
When Matt said that he had the Tiana Trump job.
I was gonna ask Matt, how do you know about that?
Okay, it's math.
We ain't gonna air him out.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying like no, but I'm saying first of all, he's a man too. Like, come on. So John Cena like hits the nos blood and just it's like I'm going right off this cliff.
And a Shelby too.
Mm-hmm.
Not a big fan of the Ford Mustang, but still.
But John Cena is WrestleMania 23. Remember that great entrance.
That might be his own personal car. He got like an insane car collection.
You know what? I was about to say that. I think it might be still on the Bella's YouTube, is like John Cena talking about his car collection. And then if you had the My Life DVD like I did, he details like and breaks down all the cars he has at that time, which was 2007.
He probably got more.
Oh, 100%. He made a whole lot more money after 2007.
Yeah, because he stays in Tampa too. So, hey, but look, Birdman definitely said he copied my whole fucking flow with all them cars. Birdman legit got 20 cars in different colors. It's like it's the same model in different colors, like Floyd.
All right, again, Dom Toretto with his fucking Rainman-esque mathematics in his head, just as like if I hit this, it'll lock onto the rim of the car. It'll sling me. It'll sling me across, like Batman.
Watching this again, boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
They flip upwards instead of downwards. And then they roll and look at them. Well, no, look at them. They are unscratched. Remember, he drives off the cliff in Furious 7 and he sells that shit. Remember, he's like, and he's cut up and bruised, and the tank and the tee's actually dirty. And then Ramsey had a whole concussion, even though she had the helmet on.
I thought she was gonna start speaking in Ebonics after she got hit in the head. My
God. And here's my guy Shea Wiggum, aka Stasiak. He's back with his fucking Owen Wilson nose.
Sean Stasiak?
No, I knew you were going to say that as soon as I said not Planet Stasiak.
Not me.
You got to stop with the meat talk. There was a whole lot of talk last night. That was.
I wish we could call the episode.
No.
Meat talk. It's definitely gonna be called "You Don't Know Shit About That." I don't care.
Oh no, it's either gonna be what's he say at the end? The two dudes from the ghetto in space. Because you and I are again from the ghetto, legit. Even though people every time they see me would be surprised, but
they don't know about it. Where is it?
They don't know about Antioch.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's Antioch.
Only Graham, CJ, and Tron, and you, and probably. Who else have I met that's been from California? Oh,
anybody that knows about the Bay Area, you got to know
Dempsey.
About the Bay Area.
Yeah, Dempsey, Mac Lowe probably as well. A few other people would know, and I don't know about Antonio, maybe. But all right, so Dom just said they just said that because Liddy's like, did you know about Jacob? And then Roman Pierce is like an overstill on like legit.
Like, bro, he's legit having to shoot promo. Like, yo,
you mean to tell me you have a whole brother that's like a super spy?
This legit my favorite scene in the movie because he's like, bro, what are we doing? You sometimes are like, you got to ask those questions. What are we doing? We ain't qualified for this shit. You ever had a good job before, Davis? And he was like, bro, how did I get this job?
No, I wish I did. I legit wish I did. If I had an office job where I didn't get to do shit all day, I'd love it.
Okay, I'll tell you off here about a job I had I was not qualified for.
Oh, like the dude who worked in the circuits or whatever.
Yeah, he was holding his head.
He was like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but they're paying me how much?
So this is how you know they brothers. They both have white tees.
Well, I mean, sort of white tee. Because again, the cinematography here is supposed to be like grainy, give it that old late 80s, early 90s movie vibe.
They shouldn't have gave him the CG from The Irishman.
No, I actually like when Hollywood tries to cast younger versions of people because it's like sometimes they do it really well and sometimes they don't.
Can give people jobs, but they doing that with the Mike Tyson series that Jamie Foxx is starring in. They're gonna have
he'll be playing every version of Mike Tyson. Yeah.
So why not do it for a movie? This movie had what, a $232 million
because
budget?
it would be crazy that like 17-year-old Jacob Toretto is as big as John Cena is currently.
Because fucking John Cena has been the same size since he was 15.
Well, that's because he got into bodybuilding super early.
At 12.
At the Hard Knocks gym in West Newbury. When he does his impression of it, when they like talk to his trainer, he was like, You know, John, he was a head of a competitor. He was into bodybuilding. He was he had it right from the start. You know, he was incredibly gifted, and he was a good looking boy.
Hey man, listen, because this guy that's playing John Cena, he's skinny.
Yes, you know, he's like me.
Skinny, man.
Finn Coles. They could have had me to play young John Cena.
Eat a steak stick, man. Go to the gym.
And of course, the guy who plays young Dom has to act like Dom from the start. Like, just leave. It's simple. Like, he already has to have all this bravado at like 18 years old.
The fucking wrench. It came out of nowhere. I told y'all.
No. Jacob grabbed it. Dom took it away from him.
It's the Thor hammer.
Mjolnir?
He summoned it, bro. It came out of nowhere.
And this is when like he's like, my life is gonna be different because he sees his brother through the glass that you never want to see someone through.
My stepfather.
Sad music plays. And it does a good like editing of like you cut from this face to him years later. Dun. Again, see, like, no way did that kid grow up to be this guy. They gave him the super soldier serum. When he signed up with Mr. Nobody.
Don't count it out, bro.
But he's got like the leather jacket like Dom, the white shirt like Dom. And again, like I said, we get Alex Wright's half brother here as the villain. Nein, Ivan Hammerschmidt.
Oh shit, we're canceled.
From fucking Deutschland.
She got the haircut. She got the haircut like Richie Rich.
I said it. No, I said she has the Minkus haircut. When it's crazy because, like I said, in Fate of the Furious, she's an attractive woman with these striking features. Like I always say, like she is from outer space.
Appropriation.
She's from outer space, but she just picks these bad haircuts in these movies. She shows up knowing like I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna do the crazy shit and just outact everyone because I am an Oscar winner, which is like a fact.
They put her in the goddamn Chamber of Doom, and how she get hairstyles?
Oh no, she escapes. Remember, in Fate of the Furious, she jumps out of the plane.
Boy, ain't no way. I still remember that, but boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
And they catch her, and then like every movie, she's in the glass prison case.
That's what I'm saying. Magneto did the same thing.
Magneto, Javier Bardem in Skyfall. It's Loki in the Avengers. Benedict Cumberbatch in Star Trek Into Darkness. It's always the trope is you got to put the villain in the glass box so they can see you and you can talk shit. And they can like, you think you're this, you think you're that. You're nothing. That's like in Star Trek Into Darkness, where he's like, I am gone.
Hello, Clarice.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's what started it with Silence of the Lambs.
You want to know I ate them with fava beans.
A nice Chianti and some fava beans. Was he a coal miner when he does the accent?
I hate that fucking accent. That Jodie Foster accent.
No, that was a shoot, right? He was making fun of her.
Yeah, that whole look. If you want to keep it a buck, I think.
Shout out to Anthony Hopkins for being like, bitch, your accent is terrible, and I am gonna destroy you in the 10 minutes I'm on screen. But now. No, hang on. Let's real quick. So right now we're getting like the rundown of Jacob Toretto. He's the little brother who has the inferiority complex of like.
Where'd she get that Macintosh keyboard?
Oh no, they gave it to her, and then she's like, right here, your chin, it's distinctive. So like the Torettos have mixed bloodline, but a Nordic strain. So obviously their mom is going to be like their mom is going to be a tall white woman from Sweden. So probably Nicole Kidman.
Theory strikes again. You said Nicole Kidman? They can't afford her.
No, she did Aquaman. They can afford her.
Dom, I keep calling him Dom because that's what he basically thinks he is. Vin Diesel's like, she not get paid more than me.
Okay, so I think they probably CGI John Cena's bald spot. Unless it wasn't that bad back then.
I don't think so. Because remember, they shot this 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But
But again, it was
40 at that point.
His head was weird when he was growing his hair out. Remember, it was awkward during that, like in like early 2018, late 2018, when his hair was growing out. It was like, you look like this is like, I see what you're trying to do, but like this isn't working out too well. And then it looks a lot better now because he has the haircut that I essentially have.
You got a bald spot?
No, don't say it. Don't you put that evil on me. Don't you put that evil on me. I hope you have sons. Handsome, athletically gifted sons. And I hope they have their legs taken away from them.
So they can know how I feel.
So every day they can know how I feel. He's always crying. Shouts to Michael Clark Duncan. Icon. Legend.
The outtakes. And then we're going to get back to this one. Hey,
well, now,
y'all listening, y'all should know how we get down, bro.
Well, now
y'all really should know how we get down.
Now they show up at the Power Rangers lair where like Zordon's going to... Zordon's
like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Zordon's going to... And that's what he said. Man, is a Ninja Turtle going to show up? Which, imagine if the Ninja Turtles showed up in this movie.
Hey, Vin Diesel looks like Zordon.
I already said that fucking... they were Power Rangers, remember? With the multicolored cars...
Here we go. This is the scene, the best scene.
All right, I'm gonna let you go. ISO, break this down.
He's basically saying everything that everybody has said about every Fast movie, or at least up until 5 until now. Like, yo, how are they doing this shit? He's making all the sense in the world. Think about this: Tyrese, Roman Pierce is making all the sense in the world. Like, how are we getting through this? It's damn near impossible that we survived all this shit. And they turn around, they call him a dumbass. 14 dudes try to take my head clean off my shoulders. It's all the sense in the world. And then he goes around, he cuts a promo being, it's not Ludacris. It's Chris Bridges. He's telling him to get his logic out the way. Or essentially, move, bitch. Get your logic out the way. Yo, she sound like Dakota Kai. I ain't gonna hold you. That'd be a fire collaboration. Banks versus Davis. When Davis is out, I get Dakota Kai and Natasha Manuel, whatever her name is on here. I would love that. What type of accent is that? That's Australia. The other one is what? British? Oh, blimey. I am
Come on.
great. You want to tell people why Letty barely had lines, Davis?
Okay. Well, one, her energy in this movie, she's sleepwalking through this movie, Michelle Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
She is, Ludacris is.
But Letty more than anything.
Jordana Brewster is just a bad actress.
Wait, so you saying that now? It took you this long to admit it?
Oh no, I said it from the start.
I don't remember saying it.
She's good in the first one, but in the rest, she's just terrible. That's why they give her like 8 lines. They're hiding her like a team with a point guard that can't shoot. Like, just pass the ball. Just pass the ball. That's all you got to do. Like, basically, like Pat Beverly. Like, all you got to do is just play defense and pass the ball. Like, don't shoot. Don't shoot. I'm telling you, don't. You shoot, I'm taking you out.
And then they said, well, Letty said.
So Michelle Rodriguez,
yeah,
after Fate of the Furious, said that the women in these movies haven't been treated correctly, that they're basically like women in society, that they're viewed as second class, which no, I'm saying like, let's shoot, like that's because the egos of Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson take up every second of the frame they're in. Like, it has to be about them all the time. And then they added Jason Statham, who, again, if he's going to be involved, you're not just going to let Jason Statham be the 6th man. He's not that type of actor. So Universal's response to that was to announce a spinoff where the women would all team up. And I think they've probably shelved that. It's still unannounced in terms of release date, but I think it was supposed to be Letty, Ramsey, and Mia against Cypher, and they announced a screenwriter for it, but they never locked anything else down. But Michelle Rodriguez said we should be able to do more. So their response to that, besides announcing a spinoff movie, was in this movie you can tell again they brought back Jordana Brewster for that reason. Letty does a lot more ass kicking. Again, they had the whole fight scene in Tokyo coming up. Ramsey gets to drive the car in the shittiest car chase ever filmed when they're in Edinburgh. And I'm all for that. Again, like I said, these movies worked so well in Fast 5 and Fast 6 when everyone had a chance to shine. Remember we broke it down really in Fast 5 and in Fast and Furious 6. Vin Diesel's ego is not at play then, only in 2 scenes, and it's always involving Dwayne Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Whether he's fighting him or teaming up with him. But then Furious 7, it's hero ball with Vin Diesel throughout. But again, that's because Paul Walker's passing, Dwayne Johnson's busy schedule. But even then, Michelle Rodriguez, and it was the thing there was going to always be what am I trying to say? A routine fight scene. Every time Michelle Rodriguez was gonna have a fight scene, it was with Gina Carano, then Ronda Rousey. But I see her thing in Fate of the Furious, she's kind of sidelined to just be Dom, why are you doing this, Dom? Dom, Dom, what are you doing, Dom? She became the nagging girlfriend, which she was I don't want to do that. I was the ass kicker. She was almost tougher than Dom.
Yo, they locked Dom up in the Arkham Asylum.
And now we're back to a flashback scene. Dom in prison, and this is where he meets Don Omar and Tego Calderon. Which I don't get it because young Don Omar has a haircut that you would only have in the 2010s, not in the 1990s.
Exactly.
So I always hate when movies do that. In Straight Outta Compton, when they're recording "Fuck the Police," I think DJ Yella is wearing a Lakers basketball jersey. I'm that shit didn't exist in the fucking 80s. Not Lakers basketball. I mean, a Dodgers basketball jersey. That's what I meant. A Dodgers basketball jersey.
Nobody was really wearing jerseys like that, in fashion culture. Nobody was wearing.
But no, no one thought to make a cross sport jersey, a football, baseball jersey, or a basketball, football jersey. So right now, Dom is figuring out because they just told him that about a gas leak or whatever. Something with the car explodes. So Dom just realized that his brother killed his father. And then, of course, NWA has to play, which is just hilarious.
This is the last time Vin Diesel listened to rap, people.
So, all right. Remember he said I did 2 years in Lompoc. So it was 1989. Now it's 1991.
Yeah. You know the name of that second NWA album?
I'm not going to say it, but yes, I do.
It was around that time. So that is perfect. That's the only thing they got right besides the cars.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you see the car that Jacob Toretto has, it's some shitbox Ford.
Because you see this in 91, most of these people were not dressing like that in 91.
Exactly.
Mind you, I was 3 years old, so we got to ask Matt.
No, but he has the denim jacket hoodie combo. That didn't exist in the 80s.
At all.
You had to make that yourself. All right, so we see young Vince, a young Jesse, young Letty, and young Mia. And a guy that I think
still not lifting weights.
But hang on. We see a guy who looks like Bad Bunny playing what looks to be young Hector.
I was about to say, they go Vin in the background. Or Vince in the background.
That's what I just said, yeah. But no Leon. The guy who's always forgotten about. All right, again, look at him now. The guy playing young Dom is towering over young Jacob. Then we get to the scenes with them, and Vin Diesel on his Apple box is still shorter than John Cena. And again, the whole thing about John Cena, he's barely 6 foot. Edge was always taller than him. Randy Orton, Batista.
But you talking about 2 dudes or 3 dudes that's over 6'3".
That's what I'm saying. But again, what made John Cena look not crazy was that he was 3 times the size of them.
Because we saw last night Roman Reigns is towering over him. Roman Reigns probably like 6'2",
But again,
6'3".
like as we said, like John Cena isn't probably doing the same regimen as he was as a wrestler. He's probably doing the Hollywood version. Not trying to be too. Yeah, no. Again, like if you stand him next to fucking like Jai Courtney, Captain Boomerang, it's like, oh yeah, like these guys aren't even in the same fucking sport. So Dom says, "I win, you leave. You win, you stay." Because he's like, I know what you did. I don't know why. Again, no way do I believe this woman grew up to be Michelle Rodriguez. No
Hell
way.
No, especially with that ass.
That's why I would say it's weird to say because she's probably supposed to be like what 18, 19, but like no fucking way. And that's the bad version of casting for a younger person.
Yeah, like she get older and lose the ass. Now let's hustle backwards.
Remember in the first one when they when they're raiding Johnny Tran's place and like, but then meanwhile Dom and Letty are having sex and he grabs like her ass with like the leather pants on.
Oh, you could have just used a finger for that, big fella. Ain't too much to grab.
So see, even this chase is so slow before we get to the slow motion part. No, it is. Am I wrong?
didn't even notice that till you said it because when I watched the movie initially, I was like,
I get maybe because it's the 90s and like these cars, the cars back then weren't meant to go as fast as they are now.
Shit.
So I'll give
the motherfuckers in the 90s, bruh. People still talk about like Hemi cars, bruh. American cars like that. Hell no, the motherfuckers.
Well, that's what I was just about to say when Jacob's like, Dom, you want to race me in Buddy's old Charger? I'm like, I need that Charger to beat this shitbox Ford you have, Jacob. Like, you got to relax.
They hitting the OG Nas blood.
And yeah, they hit it. Again, how do you put the button within the stick shift?
We came a long way from Nas and blooding because back then, boy, LA was like a goddamn war zone.
And what do we do? Too soon. Just like the first Fast and the Furious and just like Fast and Furious.
It's too soon with everybody, Dom. You the only one that can master the Nas.
No. Because in the Fast and the Furious, Brian hits it too soon while also trying to blow himself up. But then Fast and Furious, Brian's like, too soon, Dom. And then because he's a buster, Dom's like, shit, I'm about to lose. I'm going to fucking hit this car and cause him to spin out. At least when you can't beat me straight up. I don't know.
Jacob, like, where will I go?
But see what I mean? Like this scene is shot a little bit faster, but it's like it's just him alone on the road, and it's like again the music choices. Banks, what are these songs?
I think this is NAF, so I want to just fucking.
Him and his fucking Ghost Rider,
but
Dodge Charger,
because everybody sounds the same, so I can't tell the distinct difference.
That is true.
And Lil Polo 21. I just made that name up. Oh shit, he got a gray wife beater on.
No. That's a thermal he cut the sleeves off of. Because again, he's got to show off the quote unquote guns, the pythons.
You don't live, bro.
Meanwhile, he's wearing a fucking girdle. I know you took in Jacob. So again, Dom goes and sees Buddy, his dad's old pit crew leader, who took in Jacob after Dom disowned him. So he became his new father figure. And so what do you say? Like, worst thing you could ever do to a Toretto is take away his family. See, like, this is what I mean. You're a farce of yourself. You're literally parodying yourself like family. It's all about family, familia. Like, come on. And shouts to Michael Rooker. He's a good actor. He showed up ready to work in this scene.
I thought that was
Vin Diesel.
I thought that was
Vin Diesel,
bro.
Chris Christopherson.
Yeah.
And he's like, I did the best I could, but I'm no Jack Toretto.
But Paul,
even Michael Rooker. But see, look, even Michael Rooker is dressed like Dom Toretto with the cutoff sleeves and the white beater, the undershirt. And they're drinking Corona. Of course, Dom has to grip the neck of the bottle, but doesn't even drink it because he's an asshole. That's how you know he means business in this. He's like, I won't even drink the Corona. because I'm for real this time.
Man, if you don't drink that shit.
How would he know? I mean, I guess because again, the whole point that Jacob is trying to lure Dom into like this trap he has planned, but he stayed up to date with Buddy. He probably, but again, like I'll save it for later. What my idea should have been. I mean, what my idea was, like what they should have done in terms of like explaining more of Jacob Toretto. The chance of peace died that day on the track. See, this is what Vin Diesel wants to do: is deliver lines like that, show off his muscles, and then kick everyone's ass.
Meanwhile, Tokyo.
No. See, this is what sucks is because they brought Jocelyn back, and they don't even play the Tokyo Drift song. Either one, not the "It's Only Tuesday" or the "I Wonder If You Know." Like they like, what are you doing? It's so simple.
You know what's so funny? And we'll get to it when Han shows up. The sound, not the sound design, the set design is crazy. You can tell they definitely shot this on the sound stage.
Oh,
it looks like some shit from like the 1980s or 90s where it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just like they took one side, it seems to be, of the sound stage and not the whole sound stage.
Yeah, they're on the Universal lot right now.
Yeah, which is fine because, I mean, that's how they used to always shoot movies before they started traveling. But it's just still, it's so funny now that you can see it.
Yeah, when Kevin Smith and Mark Bernardin did the Batman commentaries, especially the first one, he's like, you can tell that this was legit on like the Warner Brothers lot because they make it's the same turn. You see the same thing every time a car turns. It's the same road.
You gotta send me that too.
Oh, it's just on YouTube. If you type in Kevin Smith commentary, like Kevin Smith Batman commentary, it should be there. See, that's where I took inspiration for this as well. The Fast Summer was them doing that. Even though they stopped at Batman Begins, they never got to do the Dark Knight, which I think Kevin Smith would have said, like, if we ever did the Dark Knight, we wouldn't be talking. It would just be us watching the movie because it's that good.
Oh yeah, no, that's my favorite movie of all time. A 10 out of 5.
But so right now, but see again, like Mia and Letty need to have their own scene together where they're just talking, and Mia was like, I try to keep tabs on Jacob, but I couldn't. And then Letty's like, I miss the old life. I don't want to raise this kid that's not even mine.
You don't even remember the fucking old life, Letty. You got CTE.
No, the life of her being like a badass, not a mother on a farm. On a farm, as General Zod said to Superman.
She don't remember that shit. On a farm.
That's what he said. Remember, like, where did you learn how to fly, Clark? On a farm. You talk about overacting.
Mexico.
Again,
Tokyo.
Well, like he does say in Tokyo Drift that Tokyo was his Mexico.
That makes no sense.
Apparently, this is Pop Smoke in this song. But again, now we're in Germany again. See again.
That's Project Pat.
So now we get your man. We get your fuck you, because we got your guy Shad Moss, who definitely has put on some weight in the last 15 years.
Oh no, that's Uncle Moss right there. Uncle Shad.
He ain't little Bow Wow anymore.
Yeah, when I saw this, I'm like, damn, Uncle Shad, what you been doing, bro? You been eating that Popeyes and shit. He's fat. I'm in the bleed.
And what's funny is the Asian guy almost looks the exact same. And Lucas Black legit got like new teeth and is trying to fight to keep his hairline.
Okay, I thought it was me that knows that.
No. He's fine. You see the sides. It's receding, but at the top, he's doing something.
He still got that accent that I thought was fake for the longest. I was like, no, that's not
Drift.
Right.
I don't know. Donkey Kong. What happened to the fine ass chick? Huh? Where's she at? The girl from the Bruno Mars video. Where's she at?
In space.
Damn.
Or unemployment.
Y'all seen 10-second cars? We got here a 2-second car.
You have to explain to the audience how the fuck did they become aero scientists, bro? And I don't even know that's a real thing.
Yeah, that's what doesn't make sense at all. And again, so we saw them. We saw Lucas Black in Furious 7 because again, Furious 7 takes place after Tokyo Drift. Everything took place before Tokyo Drift. So this man aged horribly, like in 2.5, 3 years. And yeah, they went from high schoolers to fucking rocket scientists. SpaceX employees, that's good. Again, in Pontiac Fieros, they're just strapping rocket engines.
I haven't seen this movie since it came out. Obviously, I remember it just because it's not that old. But it's just, I'm really looking at this shit in awe at this point. Like, audience, if you listening, I'm trying not to no-sell this shit because I'm looking like, bro, they really
because
space.
You see, like, here's what, their idea, like, we're going to go to space. But first, we're going to put rockets on the cars. Like, they went so basic with it instead of, like, creating a flying car. I wouldn't have been mad if they legit created, like, a flying car. We saw the flip car. Nothing's out of the realm of possibility for them to do, like, a flying car. But just to strap a rocket to a car is so basic. It's so dumb.
Davis, they really went to space, bro.
No, but I'm saying, like, go to, like, I'm saying, like, go to space, but don't, like, cheap out on it. Like, again, like Hobbs and Shaw, like, they were legit fighting cyborgs. They fought a motherfucker that had a transforming motorcycle.
That's the movie we do need, our miniseries with Brixton.
Oh, I've said it, yeah. Well, like I would say, like, this is Deckard Shaw. I said that we need Owen Shaw back. All right, and of course, we're back in London.
My future home. That's a set too.
Yeah, you could tell when there's no one of they actually went to London.
Don't play that shit when I come out there. I need y'all to play Unknown T.
Yeah, they play, of course, the classical, like, stuffy upper crust snobbery. And some jewels have been stolen, but by whom? Dame Helen Mirren, of course.
Oh,
Magdalene Shaw, Queenie Shaw, Mama Shaw. She's back because she's back because Dom Toretto wants to fuck her.
Hey,
you see, look at him. Look at the way he looks at her this entire scene. You know, like,
Helen Mirren was quite the catch back in 1950.
He's like, I'd like to have a proper shag with you, love.
Oh, would you, Don?
And she's like, she said it herself, Helen Mirren's like, I'd like to have a kiss scene with Vin Diesel.
You know, I like his receding hairline.
But see what I mean? Like, so look, the way this is supposed to be like a old 1950s-esque type of, like, scene, like, where, like, music would play.
I could tell.
I told, again, like, he's a gentleman. He opens the door for me. You coming? Are you mad?
All right, I see you play.
But again, he goes to her in Fate of the Furious, and then Hobbs and Shaw, we see that she's locked up. He said, Queenie, I heard you got locked up. But so I guess they broke her out successfully, is what we're led to believe. Remember, he's like, he's like, here's your cake. I want to eat it. Because I don't want somebody but a C4. All right, now we finally get, like, a fast scene. Like, this car, I legit believe this car is going fast.
Like something from an Italian Job or something. Like a comedy race scene or some shit.
Pretty much.
Yo, what the fuck is this?
They legit had to put, like, UK flags all over.
Right.
Like, to remind us where we are.
That's why I'm like, certain scenes got to be on sound stage from London. Like, this probably green screen.
Oh, yeah. At Pinewood Studios, yeah. More than likely. So she's like, I got information about an American who just landed in Edinburgh.
You think your son will know if we shag a
She's like, this geezer was about your height. Similar features.
This geezer was about your height.
Oh, and then she's like, oh, bloody hell, he's not your cousin. And she's like, he's my brother. Oh, Dominic, for fuck's sake.
What if Owen is his cousin?
She's like, God. She's like, of course, because, you know, her boys and then all that. Who would you cast to play the father of the Shaw family? What British actor?
Andy Serkis.
No, he's not old enough. It'd have
Well,
to be like
he about to play, bro. He about to play fucking what's the name from Batman?
Alfred
He about to play
Pennyworth.
Alfred, bro.
You're becoming quite a celebrity, as he says in the trailer.
Where was I when they made the scene?
During the all white party with all like the tings.
You're right. I shouldn't be there because you said the first part, the all white party.
This is supposed to be an all white party. Why are you here?
Doesn't dazzle me. But that last part, the tings, yes.
So she was working for Jacob to get Dom there when Dom went to her for help.
And hey Josh, that's a different type of all white party, not the one.
You're my favorite American. So Dom's
talking like you, Josh.
Yeah. Madam Tings, eh? Madam Tings. I'm
from Kendall.
He always posts the damn day wicked, but no one wickeder than me. Shouts to Josh, Reggae Boys Radio.
Absolutely.
See, all right, here we go. Oh no, that's fake ass Nathan Jones.
Okay, there you go. That's what I was thinking about. The dude that got marked out at WrestleMania 19. That was supposed to be in a tag match with Undertaker.
Yep.
Was that you that told me Taker was like, he can't fucking work?
Everyone was like that. But again, we get more scenes with Van Heimerschmidt.
Oh, you come here to the all white party.
See, this shit's just terrible. I got a bomb-ass dental plan. Like, we don't need your bullshit. We don't need you at all. This character is shitty. God, I get the commentary that like rich Elon Musk type pricks want to like rule the world, but come on. Because that's what he's supposed to be, essentially, is Elon Musk who wants to be like a war criminal.
He is a war criminal.
I don't know, but I'm just saying.
Because as soon as I start talking, the podcast gets shut out of nowhere. What happened?
Here's what's kind of weird is like you see John Cena here standing at the bar. I think he's kind of got some lifts on too, because it looks like, I mean, these shoes kind of like they almost got some heels to them.
And his name is John Cena.
The brother you're looking for? He's from an old life. All I see is the same scared little kid that killed our father. See, Vin Diesel is writing his own lines. Right.
John Cena improv in this shit.
No, John Cena is delivering what he's supposed to, and he's doing very well. Again, he's a good actor.
My fault, because there was no context to what just happened. Like, how you go from that to that? Like, you killed our father. Yeah. I'm gonna give you the.
Well, because they're saving that scene for later. That's why.
You think that scene was improv?
Shit
about that.
No. That's when Vin Diesel is like, "You come back at me and explain our real." I showed you mercy. Again, the classic 0 to 100, real quick. How quick? Real fucking quick.
I showed you mercy. Hey, all right, bro. We gotta figure out the title. It's either that or you don't know shit about that.
And again, this guy has to show up since my dad's at the state, you know.
We don't allow violence here.
This is an embassy. Dominic Toretto, you are trespassing. God damn.
There's no killing on grounds. What you said with John Wick? There's no killing on these grounds?
Yeah, no, there are no killing on continental grounds, Jonathan. You of all people know that. But he showed up in this suit. Like, what kind? Again, Fam always says that John Cena dresses in zoot suits like Steve Harvey and shit. He's not wrong,
bro. Because those are the only suits that fit him.
True. He has to wear the double-breasted suit because it's like you're too big to like bend over and wipe their own ass. Like,
right. Like you see with him and Bobby Lashley wear suits, they look like fucking superhero toys, bro. Them plush dolls from the 80s, that's what they look like.
And see John Cena. So John Cena's whole character is just like the henchman. He's not. That's what really pisses me off. Is that he's the henchman for this German guy instead of being the villain. Okay, and here's when I was. Here's when I was really pissed off. The obligatory Vin Diesel clout chasing scene.
You was pissed. I was bricked throughout this whole scene. and not looking at Dom.
It's not that I don't. It's not that I don't like Cardi B. It's just like Vin Diesel trying to appeal to everyone to come and see his movies.
This would have made me see the movie. Just take him out the scene and leave them in there.
And I don't think Cardi B has the skill set to be a spy or whatever she's supposed to. Like, you hear her coming a mile away.
Yeah, you hear that.
Oh shit, we out here trying to steal some shit.
You sound LA. That New York accent is hard to do, I'm telling you. That Bronx accent, yeah, you right. You can hear them 2 miles away. Fuck that. Like, dead ass, suck my dick. Yo, it'd be the women talking like that.
You being like, yo, a woman just said that shit.
Bro, I heard women, every time I'm in New York, I hear women say that. I'm like, oh, okay. And Bandit Hotel.
Oh God, here we go. This scene's also again. Every scene from now on is just like,
hey, you know what I think happened? You already said what the case may be, but they probably was like, "Oh, y'all women want to act? Bet we gonna put y'all in the scene and see how it goes."
No. No. They wanted the women to have a fight scene together. Again, for like the boys, like the boys season 2, and girls do it better, or what's the guy say? Remember the whole tagline about like the superhero women, and then it's like women do it too, or something. Like that's what this was.
I don't see a frying pan in there, so
watch what she like. Yeah, since Mia is just a mom, she has to use like kitchen appliances to fight.
Well, that's what you should be doing. Use them to make some food instead of fighting.
Okay, stop it. And this girl who just shows up and is like, Letty, Mia, like, how do you know them? Because we don't know you. Like,
Shane, she little sister going crazy.
Stop. That's a whole different ethnicity.
Frankenstein.
God. Yeah, she got the fucking nightstick too.
It shouldn't have been Shillelagh. Then Finley with a smile. Yo, they gotta put him in Fast 10.
No, is that the Shaw father?
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Either David Finley looked like he could be a villain.
My name is Fitzshaw, and I love to fight, even though he's Irish and they're British. All right, come on. She does like a running V trigger.
Right. Into a box.
You know what movie has all right? So that movie, all right, because I just watched this yesterday. That scene was so bad. It was like every action scene in Snake Eyes. The action was shot with like not the regular shaky cam bullshit, like a Bourne Identity fight scene. The shaky cam bullshit where like the camera follows you, like Kevin Dunn in the chair shots.
Yeah.
Or it makes you think like it's actually good, but it's not. It's tricking you. Like, oh, look at it. No, it's just like they're moving the camera fast to like make you think they're following the action when they're not. And now Han is apparently like a fucking sniper rifle expert.
Han Solo. Walks away like a G.
He's up in the rafters like fucking Sting.
Right, with the blue light on him.
So now they're in Edinburgh, which I think is in Scotland.
It look like Castlevania, bro.
Pretty much. That's what he says. Like, look at us. We're in Harry Potter. Oh, yeah, the whole device is to find Project Ares, which again shuts down something, but yada yada yada. The devices never fucking matter in this movie. It either shuts down the world, blah blah blah, shuts down the world. Right, I don't care.
Shit.
Yeah,
it shuts down technology. Can y'all fucking do that today so people can get on Twitter and stuff?
I mean, and again, the whole point of Hobbs and Shaw was it's a virus. It's a virus.
For what? For computers?
No, it was like to actually kill the population. Virus. No, as we said it, like no, we said it last week that Hobbs and Shaw predicted COVID. Well, started COVID. Yeah.
The Rock started COVID.
And again, Dom Charger and his Ghost Rider Charger just shows up.
I'm telling you, bro, it's always in LA at that house that's been blown up. It's like the Batmobile, and he just summons it there. It's like
no, it's always no. I told you that. That's a newer Dodge Charger. That's like a Dodge Charger from like a couple years ago.
How we know he just ain't putting a new kit on it?
Nah. Because they still got to sell cars at the end of the day with this movie, at least. Inadvertently, like
nobody's
sell cars.
buying fucking cars. They don't even have the LA Auto Show no more. I take that back. I see motherfuckers in BMW trucks and Lambo trucks every day, and I'm trying to figure out how.
This is when I'm like over this movie at this point.
Hang on, folks, because we got more commentary.
Yeah, we legit have another hour left, and I'm already done. I was already fed up.
We got started. We about to go 0 to 100.
So she's looking good with her hair and her glasses, which I kind of have like the same pair of glasses, funny enough, and her Letterman jacket. She's looking good. I can appreciate that at least.
Light skin women with big foreheads, they soul stealers, people.
Mm-hmm.
You don't learn anything from it.
And that's what, don't care.
I kiss the top of her forehead.
Does it look like I give a fuck? Because I don't.
All right, sassy.
He's like, I see two ladies in George Washington wigs from the 1700s. like you said, I'm in Transylvania. And John Cena just shows up. Like, again, how this guy is a stealthy spy when he's the size of a fucking Lambo truck, like you said. Like,
he about to bust out the suit, bro. The suit tied to the motherfucker.
And here's what's funny. Like, he's able to recognize guys because they have cauliflower ears. Like, who is this Roman Pierce? He's, again, like a lawman now, like a detective. They fight for a living.
He been through a lot of shit. And
that is true. I will give him credit for that.
Now, like, yo, he's seen it all.
He's like, hey, I'm still waiting on my Crocs. And then, boom. Like, he like Letty one punch in Lance. And Chris Bridges has to show he can do some Muay Thai with those elbow knee strikes.
Well, finally, he started fighting.
Nah, he fought in Furious 7. Remember? The guy showed up with the baton and he was like, cha-cha-cha, like he was fucking Wesley Snipes and Blade.
He need them big ass hands from Get Back.
And here we go with the magnets. How much you pay for that? I guess. See, now their banter in this, I'd say, is kind of the weakest it's been.
Because Tyrese was trying to go 100 every single scene he is. And then everybody else is in cruise control, like you said, except for maybe Vin. Like, legit, Roman was like, or Tyrese was like, this is my time. Because he really did shine throughout this whole movie. He was like, fuck that, I'm putting up 30. But where is he buying white tees at in the UK?
What do you mean? He packs it with him.
I don't see him with suitcases.
That is true. Oh, no, they carried bags into that layer. I mean, but that was back in the Caspian Sea. All right, so yeah, John Cena is, again, fucking zip lining. This is when it's bad. It's like, it's all he's doing is zip lining in this scene. He's just zip lines, boom, shoots again. Zip lines, boom, again. Like, he could have been in a car. It would have been way more entertaining. But again, they're in Scotland where, like, these roads, no way could you have a car chase on these roads.
Hell no. It's too little and it's raining. What if we're going to be sliding? Baby, you could drive my car anytime.
I don't know how to drive, love.
That's all right. I'll show you how to drive the LA way.
Hanks is like, I used to drive for Lyft. That ain't nothing.
Right. Out here, motherfucker used to have headaches literally every day. Okay, so let me tell y'all, first of all, Black Announce Table, sign up for the Patreon, spend the $5. This is when everybody, including I think Cal as well, shouts out to BRP and Cal, when they said, both of them said, what the fuck are these? It was like, y'all watching this shit? Especially Eve. He was like, y'all really watching this shit? They got magnets.
Yeah, he's like, don't you ever get tired of this shit?
Right. That's when everybody was like, I think, shouts out to X2 Blackberry. I think X said that shit too. This is when everybody's like,
yeah. Everyone did. And I'm like, shut up. And then, like, I saw the movie and I was like, they were right.
But it took magnets. for everybody to be like, bro, what the fuck are these movies?
Again, magnets, which are like the key thing in Six Underground, the ripoff Fast and Furious. Again, see, John Cena is still ziplining. It's never ending. What's he do again? Look, he picks up another. Why would you set up multiple guns to just keep ziplining? It doesn't make sense. Put him in a car. This is a Fast and the Furious.
Give him a motorcycle. Let him walk.
Something. I would have been if he had a fucking jetpack. That would have been better.
That actually would have been fire.
Then he would have really been Buzz Lightyear. No, Buzz Lightyear to the rescue.
Because it's literally like, you know what I mean? People don't be hanging out on roofs, but people be
on roofs sometimes. Someone would be like, who? That man ziplining. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Call the authorities.
Drew McIntyre would be like, for Scotland.
Claymore kick him out of the sky.
Yeah, and the Mac
she took the kids' cell phones. She doing it. Take them cell phones from them kids.
See, and again, we had this bad fight scene where Ludacris just like, I don't believe he could do any of this stuff.
He old height, so probably not.
No, I don't think he's trying to like nor do I see his character training any type of martial arts.
He's a computer geek.
But for some reason they were like, no, he can't be the computer. And he does like the most bullshit Ricochet Superman punch. That's what I was about to say, bro. Again, John Cena is still ziplining. Meanwhile,
that was the old Chris Jericho elbow, the springboard elbow and shit.
See, this is not Fast and Furious. This is a slow ass chase. Like, I know. Old girl is like, no, there is nothing fast and furious in Hobbs and Shaw, but like, no, we saw that London scene where they're in the McLaren and that motorcycle is chasing them. That shit is fast.
Me and old girl need to be in Fast 10.
Okay. You gotta stop. So what is Vin Diesel? He just runs in his Timbs and his tight jeans and his fucking thermal. He just runs on the rooftops.
Bro, I would have lost.
Like a man, like he's dressed like fucking Patrick Beverly doing off-season training.
Let me tell people something. I'll talk about myself personally. I sweat profusely, so me being in that wardrobe, it's already a wrap. I'm like, I can't.
Not even a scratch. Again, I don't want you to be the self-aware Fast and Furious movie. I don't want Roman Pierce to constantly be like, "See, we're alive."
Dog, he really running on roofs with
and he Superman spears him right out of the sky. Like
copy my whole fucking flow.
No, like Edge and Jeff Hardy at WrestleMania. That's what that was. My God, he killed him.
Let me tell people, you can't run, you can't walk.
Okay, no. We got to break down. See, look, John Cena is getting, not since 2014 SummerSlam has he gotten his ass kicked this much.
Right. And that was by Brock Lesnar. Who should be the super villain in Fast 10.
Yeah.
Then try to fight him.
Like he picks him up and kind of does like a modified spine buster. And then look, he still throws him against make it make sense.
Bro, and he just, all right, no, you should be done, bro. Your brain.
He monkey flipped him and then John Cena's like, I'm gonna run away. Like, come on, no.
And then I jumped. Him. And Tim, bro, you can't do anything at Tim's. He jumped with Tim's on.
Because you're on the wrong street. John Cena is like, see, this is where, all right, John Cena is the most professional man ever. People are like, oh, John Cena does this very no. Again, they were putting the Dean Ambrose promo where John Cena's like, God, John, you just want to bury guys like me. Well, Dean Ambrose, maybe if you didn't deliver shitty promos and do like, oh, brother, my mother from another, oh, I'm crazy, oh, like no, you would have been better.
From Cleveland.
Maybe if you were better at delivering promos and people thought you would have been a success.
You got the gym.
Or again, maybe if all your matches weren't like, oh, this seems good, and then it's not.
That fucking springboard, whatever that shit is. I hate that shit so much.
But see, all right, no, John Cena in this car is kind of laughable. Maybe that's why they want to put him in too many cars, because it's like, John, you don't fit.
Give him
these cars you have to have a one-seater car.
Give him a truck like Hobbs.
And again, I'm like, we're gonna get a chase scene with John Cena. Like, nope. We get this bullshit right here.
This is when it all went to hell.
No. How could it grab just his car and not flip that entire truck over? I know we've seen crazier stuff, but no, that was it.
That's when everybody was like, all right, bro, you got
it. This was when I'm like, they just like hoed out John Cena. Like Vin Diesel was so bitter about Dwayne Johnson. He hired John Cena to be like, you're going to do the job. And John Cena, again, being so fucking classy, is like, okay, sure.
Right. Can I just keep some of the cars?
X-Wing, see, we just X-Wing fight as the Millennium Falcon. I don't, like, no, it's not funny. It's not funny.
You just talking like Cornholio, bro, from Beavis and Butthead.
God. See, you can hear my anger through, like.
Oh, no. Hey, if anybody hear that classic promo from Davis, trust me, y'all gonna hear it.
If this is a movie, bitch, this is a movie. I don't need you to be self-aware. I don't want the Fast and the Furious movie that knows it's a Fast and Furious movie.
Okay, where does she go and urinate at? Because it's a box. Like, yo, do I have to knock on the glass window? I gotta go to the bathroom.
I'm Luke freaking Skywalker. Like, shut up.
The Millennium Falcon and Fast 10.
I mean, she's like, she's the one who's like bodying people. She's like, Jacob, you're in your brother's shadow. She's like, all you are is just a spoiled little rich boy who wants to be a villain. And she's like, you're Yoda. No, because you're a puppet with a hand up its ass. That was good. Charlize Theron showed up to do work.
Well, she's an actress. And I haven't seen Monster in years.
I've never seen Monster.
Great movie.
But
it looks like Stockton, California.
All right, and like and now Jacob's like in prison.
The cross and the long sleeve gives away that they relatives, people.
Yeah. So what now, Dom? No one outruns their path. Again, Vin Diesel wrote all these lines, and yours just caught up to you. He wrote all this dialogue.
Wait, how the fuck did they learn how to work this underground hangout?
Lair? Don't know. That's at least. There's probably a button that says doors.
They found it. They work in the technology. They turned the power on. They got a prison.
Again, the fucking magnets. No, it's not funny. It's not funny
at all. Especially he eating cereal. It's not funny anymore. Try different jokes.
It's not even that. It's just like, oh God. And then now we get to the real like, oh. Well, I mean, I'm glad Han's back again. When that trailer showed up, I was like, yes. My guy is back, the king.
And they all like, what?
And then how they explain it, I'm like, I wish he didn't come back at all. If that's your reasoning, then no.
I wish I went to the movies with you to see this because I could just imagine.
Oh, I wish you were, because the guy next to you, like I told you, had his feet out. I was just so pissed.
Never mind.
No, you would have been in the seat next to me because I had the end seat, so you would have been in the seat where he would have been.
Don't have your feet up, people. And then number 2, wash your feet.
That's what made that whole night worse. Was I was watching a movie that was bad, and the dude next to me had his feet out. I'm just like, this is when I was like, you know what? That's when I was like, we deserved COVID because I hate being around people.
You're right. I'm sorry. I was laughing at what you were saying. I popped for that. And John Cena looking
No, that's the whole thing. John Cena looking longingly like. So that's what a family looks like. That's what that's supposed to be like.
Hey,
he's like,
I just stand on our page. I'm gonna use that clip in some way. I'm gonna find that clip and use it.
you're gonna use that clip for any time you see a woman that you want with their man.
Dog, that's hilarious. I noticed it when I watched the
that was
movie.
right in the trailer. When they showed that in the trailer, I'm like, what's going on here? And then they explained it in this movie. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I knew it was gonna be for something like, all I ever wanted was a family.
And you saying it makes it more hilarious because that's really how you looking like, damn.
No, that's legit. He's like, all of my let's just be friends are friends I don't have anymore.
Yo, Disney should have produced this movie. I ain't gonna hold you.
And now we just got our flashback of Giselle, who will probably be returning in Fast 10.
Boy, no way, boy.
This is the second scene with the legendary Kurt Russell as Mr. Nobody. And so they threw the old wig on Sun King in this scene.
Right, I'm like, wait a minute.
Because he didn't age poorly, but you can tell he's older. But they threw the old wig on him. They threw the boy band haircut on him.
Damn. I didn't even notice that. I'm like, yeah, he did kind of age a little bit in this movie.
Oh no, yeah, but it's like, to me, like CM Punk didn't look too bad. I mean, he looked older, but like not like I think Edge's looked bad because the hair dye makes him look bad.
That like I said, just been tricking people for years. So
no, we're not doing
Plays
this.
On your soul.
Shut up! Just shut up.
The brew.
God
damn it.
All right, so there's so Han ends up working for Mr. Nobody, but again, why would he spending his time with DK? It's like on such small scale shit if he's doing secret agent missions.
It was up front.
So we see the girl that he's with. She's obviously like 18, 19, 20. But in this flashback scene, she's like 12. So like, unless this girl's supposed to be like 16, 17, then like, I don't know. It's legit like how much time passed from Rush Hour 1 to Rush Hour 3 when like the girl's like what, 10, 11, and then in Rush Hour 3 she's supposed to be like a high school or like a college student. It just doesn't make sense for like how, again, like how much time has passed, because again, Giselle just died. That would have been like 3.5 years ago. So that girl just, yeah, like 15, 16, 17. Like, I don't get it.
Yo, he shouldn't be around any more women, even the ones he brings bad luck to them. Anybody he's close to that's a woman, yo, bad shit happens.
Well, that's why he's Mr. Bitches. It's the Drake thing. Like, you really shouldn't date Drake because you know what's going to happen, but like, you can't like not date Drake.
Oh, he's just like me.
So what? Like, Han gets shot, but like he's alive too. Like, make it like it would have been dumb to have been like he had a clone. Like, because I think that would have been really off the rails if they're like, cloning exists. It's been exist for 100 years. Like the Chappelle, like, yes, we've had the cure for AIDS. We've had it all this time. Or to like Han had a twin brother, because then you would have had two brothers in one movie. That wouldn't have made sense. It was just like very poor execution, very bad writing.
He might be Ra's al Ghul, bro. He got Lazarus Pit.
I would have, yeah. I mean, that would have made more sense if he just somehow escaped, like through a sewer somehow or something, like Nick Fury in The Winter Soldier, where like he cuts through the cement.
Good reference.
Like, see, I would have bought that if he just like got out of there real quick.
But he's taking actual damage and living.
But see, like, he doesn't look that aged. I mean, like I said, like, he just looks like a few years older, but not like drastically.
No.
But then, like,
this the shit that pissed me off. This mirror shit. This made me like, all right, bro, what is this movie?
Well, like, you see this, yeah. Like, well, this scene is just shot so weird too. Like, is Sun King even there, or like what? Like, what's going on?
He's just.
I mean, and they actually, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it's so bad. But like, how would it make? So like, Deckard Shaw just went the whole time thought he killed Han, and like, that's what makes it even worse. And we'll get to this scene at the end, which everyone knows about. But because that was really the whole thing. Like Deckard Shaw was like, all right, they put my brother in the hospital. I'm gonna kill these guys.
Anybody right now, of course you're listening. What's the best way of phrasing this? Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Because from here on,
here's my time to shine, because I let you go over the Roman Pierce shit. All right.
No. When you get to go ahead, you can ISO because you already know.
All right.
We attack team. But when it gets to that shit, when he got to fight everybody, bro, please speak on that. I don't have the words to this day.
So look, she's like, Jacob, and he's like, I'm sorry, Mia. He actually looks like more remorseful that his sister is there to see this happen. But John Cena, I was the rogue. It was me, Austin. Which is funny because John Cena looks like Vince McMahon with this haircut.
If Vince ever heard you say that, he might shed a tear.
I told you he'll be playing Vince McMahon in that TV show about the trial. 100%. That's gonna happen.
Bro, you want Vince to shed tears of joy.
So we get the whole time, as I alluded to, like, why didn't Mr. Nobody just choose Dom? It was Jacob that like pointed him towards that direction. Jacob was working with Mr. Nobody. That's their lair when they were a team, and Jacob Toretto turned heel, went rogue, like Ethan Hunt apparently does in every Mission Impossible movie, even though he doesn't. And see, Jordana Brewster just makes sad faces this entire scene. And John Cena is spitting some real shit right now.
Dom is on the edge of tears.
He's legit like going heart to breath. You're so damn selfish. Only good thing about Dad dying was he didn't have to watch the man he became. You never deserved it, Toretto name. And here we go. Dun, dun, dun. You knew Dad, huh? What, because you're his favorite? You don't know shit. And Vin Diesel makes like this weird face with his lips. And John Cena's like, you want the truth? Dad died because he was trying to throw that race. We were in deep debt. Because how he felt about you. Yeah, just because you're in the you're in bankruptcy, you're in the red. A good son would have said no.
Right.
A real brother would have come to help. Come to you?
You were broke down.
He made me promise you would never find out. And I kept my promise. See, like the faces he's making, and Vin Diesel's just like trying like to keep up because he knows he's being outacted. He's just like,
he was like, "You supposed to be here to do the job for."
Yeah, he's like, Jacob, I will stop you. That's my promise. Believe that. Darn it.
Then probably went to the shirt like, damn. That didn't go according to plan.
They probably filmed that the first day, and then they're like, "All right, we got the fight scene coming up," and it's like, I've kind of been doing some rewriting. Here's how I think the fight scene should go.
Bro,
I beat his ass in like a 10-8 fight, a 10-8 round.
Out of everything that has pissed me off in this franchise, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, him going 1-on-10.
All right, here we go. Like Goldberg against the NWO the second time.
Right. After they spray painted him the first time. Bruh.
He's like, ah.
He needed superpower too.
Again, what happened to Marcel last night? Rage. Shouts to Marcel.
The beige rage.
Vin Diesel gets the family. We're like, no one touches my family.
It's the one race rage. That's what it's called for Vin.
And what's he do? No, save yourselves. I gotta be a selfish hero.
Like, bro, they ran the right way. You said you going the opposite way. That makes no sense.
And he said, I'm always here. Tell my son. And she's like, he's not even my son.
Right. And that's the first time they acknowledge the son since the
and he
scene
does like
he
exactly. All right, he jumps down, does like a double axe handle, then he does a clothesline, throws the guy over the top like it's the Royal Rumble. Another one like he's Kane in 01.
This shit pissed
right hand
off.
Again, he's just kicking everyone's ass like he's Captain America in the Winter Soldier elevator.
Explain to me. The producers, the writers, explain to me.
It does the backbreaker on the guardrail. Like, he's fucking Roddy Strong.
Then you gonna pay for your crimes, bro.
See, he's just like, ah, and they're like beating his ass, and he still somehow turns Superman. He's like, no.
She has to say the code word for him to really go crazy.
He fucking dropped, like, he boots this guy and he hits the guardrail, flies. Like, it doesn't. He grabs the chains and just like, break the walls down.
For everybody that's watching the movie the same time as you listen to this, you see it's concrete. He just pulled down.
And it didn't hit him at all. And he's fallen and none of it's touching him. He hits the water, none of it touches him. And he's drowning and he gets the visions. And this is, again, Vin Diesel wrote this scene, coming up.
What is this from? I was about to say Requiem of a Dream, but that was a different water scene.
There's always a scene in movies where like people drown and then see like visions and shit. Like, he wakes up, he sees himself and his brother and his father. See, cars are like immortal, Dom.
His pops look like.
Say it.
What's his name? Aaron Gonzalez, or not Aaron Gonzalez?
Aaron Hernandez.
Tony Gonzalez.
Oh, Tony Gonzalez. I was like, I thought you were really wild. But
no, Tony Gonzalez. I wasn't gonna say the redacted Hernandez.
He was saying Dodge Chargers are immortal, like family. You gotta take care of them, and they'll live forever. And then he sees his son.
About your baby.
Yeah, he sees it. His son's like, Daddy, when are you coming home? Like Haley and like the Eminem song. When are you coming home, Dad? I'm in Sweden. How do I gotta get to Sweden?
I can't, son.
And then he sees his dad on the phone. Again, his dad had the thermals and the cutoff shirts too. I want to be just like you, Dad. Then he sees his pretty much. He sees his young self in the mirror.
Bruh, so his dad is Mexican, but then he's one race being
so their dad is obviously like Hispanic, and the mom is like I said, Norwegian, Swedish, Danish, because like he said, like the Nordic strand. Unless they're gonna do the thing where like they have different mothers or something, but
they have to, bro.
No. Their mom, like I said, their mom's gonna be their mom should have been like Charlize Theron, because like it would have made sense given the genes. And then like he walks onto the track. God, this is the real like ego, him trying to be an artist, like Zack Snyder type of shit, where like people just think I do like fight scenes and stuff. No, I like to do like art and paint, and I'm not just as much a machismo as I'm an artsy fartsy guy. Now he's reliving the moment and sees that even though he's never able to see like this, but like the pain his brother went through. The pain,
he was never on that side of the track. He on the way opposite side.
He's reliving it, thinking because his brother just finally admitted to him. But like, remember, he was able to relive Letty's crash when he wasn't there.
Right, like how are you seeing this in?
So he clipped the bumper and the car rolled over.
If you see it in real time, you can't see it in the vision. It's like me, the vision.
Oh no, these are his superpowers. He's got like like the necromancer powers or something. No, that's bringing people alive. What's the power you can read the people's visions?
It's like some shit from X-Men.
Pretty much.
Xavier.
And he's seen like, this is all your fault, Dom, because you pushed your own brother away.
Which is true.
Mm-hmm. Again, for someone who preached family, sure didn't give a fuck about yours.
He's still drowning. He should be dead by now. His hands aren't up. Like he ain't even in the water.
See, this is where, and people are like, I think people praise this. I'm like, no, this is bad. That's is real bad. That whole thing was really an ego trip for Vin Diesel.
She swam down like a mermaid.
And somehow, like her hair is not wet at all. Like, unless he's been passed out for like 8 hours. It's as dry as it. And they really don't seem like people that you would believe are in love. This whole movie.
Well, she barely remembers him. She probably think the baby is hers.
No.
When do we have a kid? They ran but came back. That's hustling backwards. What if they decide to come back?
I was just about to say, like, they gone now? Shit.
All right, let's go back.
Had me scared, but I held my own.
Right. You hitting on them corners. Made me spill this damn yet. Bruh, I just really thought about that. Watching it again, I'm thinking in my head, yo, why would you go back to a lot of shit is starting to make me question everything about this movie, but really this, like, why would you go back to the place that was attacked? If they found out you back there, oh shit, let's run it back, Turbo. Let's just go right back.
That's good.
Let's just go right back.
Run it back, Power Rangers Turbo would be a good episode title.
Roman complaining.
Orbit, outer space. Yes, but Mars, bitches, Mars. As I tweeted yesterday from at the BVD pod, we're talking about the United States of space.
Y'all go follow that. He's making.
I got a whole army. I got Zulu Nation. I got a coalition of the willing. I got Japan sending PlayStations. Fuck your army, UN. And John Cena again, like watching the rocket fly up, which again is going to cause an electrical grid blackout or something again for like the 18th time they've done. See, that's what I'm really mad about. Like, I would have rather the plot was him just trying to kill Dom than this.
That's the stone from goddamn Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, the orb.
They setting up for the Infinity Wars, bruh.
Now that shit just looks like those shit they sell like Spencer's, like that shoots the lights up in the air. Those.
I know what you're talking.
Yeah, those multicolored, like the one dot's blue, one dot's white. They did like the mini disco ball type shit. And they legit got Nas like cheap ass space suits.
It's some ghetto shit.
But at least they did finally go to space. It was a shitty way to do it, but they're in space finally after like years and years of people shitting on them. Oh, they're probably gonna go to space. Oh, this shit's so crazy. They're going to space. Like, oh, you know, I'm gonna when they go to space, I'm gonna stop watching this shit. Like,
this actually made people want to watch the movie. If we want to keep it a buck, this ludicrous Tyrese going to space.
But like I said, they should have just done like they should have created like a legit flying car. Had Mr. Nobody's team do it or something like the prototype flying car or something. Just again, so now these guys know how to fly a fucking 747 too.
And where they get this shit from?
Well, like they work at that place.
So that place is not gonna let you drive fly that goddamn plane, bro. You can clean it. You can't fly that shit. Can you hear it? Hey man, I'm gonna ask Davis when he comes back. It's a certain TV show that got canceled that had Flex Alexander, and I forgot his actual name, but it was Ron. That was on A Different World. First of all, when everybody had that whole discussion this past week, I forgot what wrestler said you could take off A Different World. I think it was Chris Bay. I said, nah, bro. Take off Martin's show. Because if you want to keep it a buck, Martin only had like a good 1 or 2 seasons. And every episode wasn't hitting like that to begin with. But anyhow, they're getting ready to go to space. Oh, that's Buddy from UFC. I forgot his name. I don't watch UFC. I watch boxing. I don't believe in kicking no man and shit like that when you fight. Use your damn hands and get your ground stance right. And they got Letty right now driving with pressure. Hopefully they don't crash the car. But they trying to catch up. They trying to get Shorty.
Are you gonna ask me if I know something about one-on-one?
No, you ever heard of a show called Homeboys in Outer Space?
No.
Okay,
Is that
watch
what
that on YouTube. It's a show from the 90s. Or
you
ask
were
the
talking?
old heads about that.
You were talking about Francis Ngannou, the UFC heavyweight champ, or there's an interim champ right now, but I think because he's injured. But that's who the UFC fighter is.
Yeah, I don't watch UFC.
I know you said that. You're like, I don't want. You said like use their hands, like
I don't want to see no grown
like
man
Pop,
kicking each other.
like the great late great John Witherspoon in Friday. Like use these,
Right.
you know, you live to fight another day.
All that kicking and shit.
You said like I won't see no one kicking. Use your damn hands.
Right, all that shit.
Beat his ass.
And I like martial arts, but I don't want to sit there and kick nobody inside of a ring and shit.
Except in wrestling.
Yeah. And they ain't shoe kicking, so.
So this is when again they put this in the trailer to show everyone that they are finally going to space. And
They should have played Tupac's Picture Me Rolling. As soon as they start blasting.
Nada, you can take me higher.
No, we gotta go full. We gotta go full all the way.
You can tell Tyrese is like no sell on this shit. Like Ludacris is Tyrese is just like nope. See?
Yo, they really could say that. They're like, yo, we went to space.
The final frontier.
NIS. Niggas.
I knew what that meant when you said
Right.
that just reminded me again of the Chris Rock and Jane Silent Bob Strike Back. I had the original idea for Sesame Street. I was going to call that shit NWP with puppets. You ain't gonna get me. No. No.
The reactions once again.
How much candy did you eat?
He said he eat candy when he's nervous, bro. That is
not
good.
So I eat candy when I'm nervous. What'd you say? The reactions of what?
All right, let me get this out real quick. He's just like Davis, except for Davis be up here drinking Coca-Cola, like a gallon of Coca-Cola.
Fuck you.
Oh, the reaction when they went to space, people said, all right, bro, they really did it. That's all people kept saying. They kept saying they really did it.
And Dom is driving like a Dodge Charger that has been modified, I think, like to fit the magnets. Because that shit looks like that. No, it looks like the fucking shit that in the the Otis video when Jay-Z and Kanye West like do some welding.
They got the idea from that.
No way in hell is anyone on this set listening to, besides Ludacris, is anyone listening to Otis or watching the video?
Shit. That video is classic. I ain't seen
it
in years.
Spike Jones directed that shit. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, again, when we talk about Kanye West, we'll be talking about Watch the Throne.
It's the 10-year anniversary.
Maybe that's why we got to do it, because Watch the Throne is so fucking great. That shows when two people can work together, Vin Diesel, Dwayne Johnson, not have egos.
Shit. You see, they only did one album.
Well, that's why I'm just saying. And look how great it was.
Yeah, I'm gonna work one time.
Yeah, so I forget what they're in. Like, where are they again? A country I can't pronounce because like one of the letters is silent. But again, like they're in some country. Just because again they have to go to every country now because Vin Diesel is trying to dominate the box office globally. Francis Ngannou shows up, and again has to get his ass. Yeah, no lines. Well, we saw Ronda Rousey have lines that she did. Yeah, you don't want to give people who can't act lines.
I bet you need to do a better job.
Fair enough.
She always blaming wrestling fans for her being trash.
Again, the magnets just dumb. So apparently that's like the new Toyota Supra that they were driving. I didn't know that. That shit looks like a whole different type of car. So they got this man just doing his like ground and pound punch where he's just like throwing that overhand right, just like beating Han's ass.
At this point, everybody's like, man, they went to space. Y'all could have just ended the movie at that point.
Yeah, because like I said, the whole magnet thing, which apparently Justin Lin got from his son, and it shows. But yeah, see the magnets, every time he grabs a weapon, the magnet takes like, fuck magnets, who gives a fuck? If it ain't Magneto, I don't want to see it.
They're going too OD with the magnets, bro.
Like
that's why everybody's like, all right, bro.
Like magnets only work in the X-Men movies. That's the only time they've actually been able to pull off magnets well in movies. Like when he lifts up all the guns and all the cars and just drops them, or points all the guns at the guy and then he stops that one bullet when he gets super close. That shit's dope. Of course, they blow up Francis Ngannou because Vin Diesel doesn't put over real fighters.
I could beat Francis. No, you can't.
Again, they're just floating in space. He's like, you got it? He's like, numbers is your thing. Driving is mine. That was pretty good. Driving is what I do.
In space?
When I had plenty of practice in Barstow.
Well, Barstow is.
Me and the white cuz.
Yo, what if they would have seen him in space?
See what I mean? Here we go. Like, what? You know, no one gonna believe us, right? That was good. I did it like that. You're like, we went to outer space. Man, shut the fuck up. Like, basically, like coming to work. Man, you ain't never been to space.
Right. Nobody's gonna believe him, bro.
You ain't never met no Martin Luther King.
Right.
You ain't never been to space.
I met Martin Luther King. Like, yo, they not gonna believe him that they went to space. I'll be telling
again. So John Cena gets up. He has on again the tightest shirt as well. Again, normally he wears shirts in wrestling that are just tight because it's like an XL that he's wearing, but somehow it fits over his arms. But no, he showed up as like, you know what? I gotta show everyone that like I am gigantic. And then, of course, they have to betray John Cena because Vin Diesel thinks he knows booking, but he doesn't. That's what it is. Vin Diesel thinking like Vin Diesel's like a wrestling fan who thinks they know how to book the territory, but they actually don't. Like their IDs would actually suck.
Oh, he's Jerry Jarrett.
I would say Tony Khan during majority of AEW's existence.
Sorry.
You're a spoiled rich prick, and I'm going to kill you. And see, what do we see? The world is ruled by spoiled rich pricks. Like, oh, get it? Because real life, Like, no, I don't want that in my movie. And see, John Cena again getting hoed out by the fucking bodybuilder with head tattoos.
And he
gets sprawled, goes up for a fucking like Oklahoma type role, and then boom, gets flipped up. It's like, no, this isn't fair.
Bruh, they just be taking hits to the head like it's nothing. First it was Dom with the concrete, now here with Billboard, bro. Come on, bro.
And see, this is Vin Diesel getting back like at Dwayne Johnson. Like, see, you wrestlers aren't even tough either. Because I'm going to have John Cena get his ass kicked.
Well, you get your ass in the ring and you tell that to Dean Malenko.
Dean Malenko fucking putting Vin Diesel at Texas Cloverleaf. Ah!
Right. If the great Stu Hart was here, he would fold him up.
Okay, now you're really getting into like unbelievable.
Stu Hart would have folded up.
Stu Hart would be like, get on the ground so I can do it because I can't move. Well, so he throws John Cena. He throws and he's able to catch John Cena with this car, and then he ricochets onto another car. Like what?
They pushing back a tank essentially with a McLaren, bro.
or whatever sports car that is.
All the cars are just spinning out and magnets everywhere. This guy has the car flip up and takes him out. But
magnets aren't that fire. They try to make it seem like it's
no. That's what I'm saying. Like, watch Six Underground. The whole like big third act is magnets, and it's not good.
I got an idea. What if? What if they said, "Damn, we're gonna take a lot of shit from Six Underground"?
Well, Six Underground's a Netflix movie. That's again meant to make fun of the Fast and Furious movies, because that movie's whole thing is like, we're not a family. Then Ryan Reynolds at the end goes back to the guy because he's like, because we're a family, damn it. And Vin Diesel looking at John Cena like, you thought you could outshine me?
Yo, the face turn is crazy though.
See, like they went too soon. When I get into how they should have made this movie at the end of the episode, you don't do it right now. You wait for the next movie to do it.
Right, he was like, I don't like this shit. Okay, I'm going back to family.
It only like it makes sense for like that they turned him heel. I mean, I'm turning face quickly because he got betrayed by Otto. So like, you know what? I'm going to help you take out the people that just betrayed me. And this girl just gets up and shoots the fucking machine gun like.
Where are these people learning these skills? And what I mean by people, I mean everybody. Where did you learn to work a magnet? This girl.
Turn these magnets up. Turn them shits up. Again, the device is in the car, in the armored cars, and that's what's controlling the satellite. And if the satellites, so the rocket's got to take out the satellite. This is also some real like Star Wars shit too, where like two missions are happening simultaneously, where like we really don't need it to be. Just focus on one thing. And John Cena driving away.
With the look of doom instead of follow moves of doom.
With the look of like, damn, Vin Diesel just tricked me.
Right.
He just finessed me. God damn, like.
Oh well. Can be worse than the Bella twins. Yo, this scene was way too long.
No, it's not even that it's way too long. It's just like, it's not entertaining to me
at all. Because they just like got the magnet button turned.
The shit on the ice with the submarine is too long, but that's entertaining at least because of its lunacy.
Right, the way they just like drifting on the ice.
Yeah, this is. I can't do it, but I can. Right. And he's gripping that wheel like he's turning that bitch like.
You gonna take the goddamn steering wheel off the handle, bro.
He showed up like the meme, like the John Cena.
Right. Remember that was going on? What was that 2015, 2016?
Yeah, it was like it was the John Cena version of Rick rolling. You thought you watched one video, but it was John Cena.
That shit was classic.
Yeah, like the arcade out of nowhere videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, John Cena and Vin Diesel are flexing their muscles at the steering wheel and just stomping that fucking gas pedal to be like and brake to be like.
Tell everybody something. I know this is
like John Cena picked up the Big Show and Edge at the same time. I believe he could have picked this car up by himself.
Probably that because I was 700 pounds.
And see, of course, since Vin Diesel has to in his ego, the car has to flip over John Cena's car, not Vin Diesel's Dodge Charger. You know. Because Vin Diesel always has to make the save. He's invincible, yeah. That definitely would have been the title of his album. Invincible.
I'm feeling invincible.
And they got the fucking...
The magnets in space.
Oh my god.
Now, I'm no rocket science. But I don't think you can do that. On the old ass car too.
Yeah, I'm just about to like.
We almost there, Dave. We almost there. I understand. But this line that's coming up was pretty great. Like you just gotta have faith.
Oh, like I did say, like it was good. The we'll probably die, and even if we don't, the fuel would take me be stuck up here forever.
That's the thing is, once again, it's like I don't think that's how it works. I think you still gonna die either way.
Well, first of all, they wouldn't have been able to make it all the way up there.
Right.
See, he just said we're not invincible. But Vin Diesel's like, but I am.
And he keeps telling them that, like Roman, every damn scene, he's like, bro, we not supposed to be doing this. He's trying to have a hero speech.
Let's go out on top of the world. Because I'm on top of the world, eh?
You outside the world, bro.
If they had died during that, would you have been pissed?
Oh no, I don't need to watch the movies ever again.
I'll never grow up with Madonna again. That's what you sounded like.
Like Charles, they killed Roman.
Like Charles Barkley in Space Jam.
They didn't kill Roman. What's the point?
Seeing they have Ramsey save the world alongside Vin.
Well, he only did one thing. He grabbed her orb. She legit worked the computers in space, which is I don't know. I give up. I don't know. I know this is fanatical. This is a movie, but sometimes you got to be like, all right, bro.
It's not even that I'm mad. Like this shit isn't believable. I'm like, this shit just isn't good to what we've been watching. Like when you compare it to shit we've been through, it's just lesser than. That's my whole thing about this movie. Is like nothing. You think that like you're supposed to get better and better as you go on with like stunts. Like no, this is just like a drastic setback. Like we've seen them flip shit over
countless times.
Like I said, like everything in Furious 7 is 100 times better than this. And to be like, this isn't a fast, like, again, like to be like, no, like Hobbs and Shaw isn't a Fast and the Furious movie. Like, neither is this. This is really just like Vin Diesel answering Hobbs and Shaw. Like, we're going to do similar shit. Like, we didn't know that Deckard Shaw had a sister. Well, people don't know that I have a brother. Like,
so it's just bad parenting in these movies. That's what I'm learning.
Well, I mean, again, it's about
his kid taking care of himself.
It's about family, as we learned in it. Yeah, family. She's what's Michelle Rodriguez doing now? Just screaming, yes, yes, yeah, like she's fucking Daniel Bryan.
But like, women.
I mean, these. I was just gonna say, like, are these guys? Are they just all like PJ Washington? Like, they just need a better father figure. Like, should LeVar Ball be like?
Yes.
Father of the year. Father of the year.
Yes. He should be the father to Deckard Shaw.
Oh my god! I mean, we saw him do that kung fu in the WWE ring.
There you go. Well, this is what you gotta do. You gotta just go in there and beat.
Whoa!
Just go ahead and shoot him one time. Shaw brand never lost. They just got her out the paint ASAP, bro.
Nah, because see, it was like, it's like she, like, oh, finally Cypher's there, like, nope, because she's still got to exist for that rumored spinoff movie where Michelle Rodriguez, Jordana Brewster, and Natalie Emanuel take on her.
Stop.
So she was playing this fight simulator game that you play at Chuck E. Cheese. That's what she was just in. That dope ass game where every time I went there, I'm like, I got to play this at least 4 times.
Oh, you talking about the one that rotates around and shit?
No, not the one that just like very close to Top Gun, where like you got like the thruster and the fucking. I never played like the one that flips you around. I'm just saying like the Chuck E. Cheese that I would always go to in California was dope. See, like I look at him right now, like John Cena compared to Vin, like again, Vin Diesel showed up, not in shape,
like 6'5".
Not in shape. Like this is 100% like camera trickery, movie magic as they called it back in the day. to like mask Vin Diesel's, lack of definition, muscle definition, and height.
It's a green screen too.
And see now he's like, you know what? Dad wasn't perfect, but he loved all of us. Like how he loved
literally
barbecue.
killed him because he was in debt.
And here we go. Someone once gave me a 10-second car. But now I'm going to do this. So again, he had to co-opt what Paul Walker's famous for. Because you know why? Because Vin Diesel's responsible for that man's death.
Okay. Second time you said this.
Are you going to tell me I'm wrong? Am I wrong? I love that video. I love that video.
No, you gave him the Dodge Charger.
And see John Cena's smiling because John Cena's smiling because he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go do Suicide Squad. That's really gonna showcase my talents, and I'm gonna get a whole show off of that shit. So fuck you, Vin Diesel.
I like the fact that they showed the moon and they're nowhere near the moon. Motherfuckers just in purgatory, close to Earth. Lord.
Shit, I'm tired.
Watching this shit, I understand. I'm ready to eat my goddamn burritos.
Yeah, I'm hungry as shit. So he takes his son to the scene of his father's death. Very good parenting right here. Right here, son.
I'm telling you, bro.
This is
you. LeVar need to be a father.
This is where I saw my dad die right in front of me. On this very track. See, this was the last place I saw your grandfather.
The baby, like, bro, before.
This is, yeah, like, did you race here too, Daddy?
No.
And he's like, nah, I almost killed a man, so they banned me for life.
What a ranch. I try to give you. Yo,
you did?
Y'all not seeing heaven.
See, look at those lifts. Look at those lifts on Vin Diesel's Timbs.
That's like a foot. Well, the baby probably is taller than him, so
that's like a foot. Like that's like 12-inch lifts right there. And then we cut to the final. We cut to the final flashback.
Horrible finish.
The cops are coming.
I got in a fight and I got one scar. You want to know how I got the scar? My father got blown up.
It's all going to be okay, Jacob. No, it ain't. You're going to jail. Our dad's dead. I'm kind of responsible for his death. Even though, again, they didn't mean to kill him. It was meant to throw the race. The guy clipping him is what killed him. His car was just supposed to slow down, is what it is.
The motherfucker did the contraction. He set the gimmick up.
Oh, yeah. It's the whole, like, the guy that rigged Owen Hart. Like, should he be responsible? Again, what are these signs? All right, we're back. There's been some gentrification in this neighborhood, obviously, because the houses next to it are really nice.
In a bad area in LA that I'm very familiar with. The house is being reconstructed.
Maybe that's the only time I'll fly back to California, like I said before. Like when you and I have to take a picture in front of this house. Probably I'll fly back to LA. I mean, even though I've never really been to LA, but I'll fly to LA. We'll see Fast 10. We'll go to this house. We'll take a picture.
And we'll get stabbed.
And then we'll die. And then, what you doing with them colors, cuz?
No, in that area, fool is what you're going to hear. It's the body of Holmes. We won't make it out.
Orale, I say. I don't think you know what you're doing here, Holmes. Look at, she looks goddamn fucking, like, shouts to my guy, our guy, shouts to our guy, Mr. Jefferson, Natalie Emanuel. God damn!
Right. Pressure. That's what I'm saying. She's the second.
Like the outfit, the long sleeve under the overalls, her hair. Oh my God.
I need to go. Please, somebody send for me a ticket so I go to London. I am not wanted here. I know where my talent should be at. I go to the UK and become a legend. I'm cutting
What
promo.
did Roman just said? My forehead hungry. Not that big ass forehead.
I said some loud shit about her. You are my mom. You're not my dad.
And all this is just bullshit. You ready to say grace, kid? But I don't know what to say. This poor kid.
Then high as hell.
Just say whatever's in your heart. I feel bad. This kid just like, I want to play my toys.
I'm telling you, bro. Movie, like the kids that on movies and TV shows, the parents, they not seeing heaven, bro.
Oh, yeah, of course.
For many reasons.
Almost definitely.
We don't need to get into it.
There's still an empty chair. And here is where, here's the line, and you just crossed it.
Get ready for Fast.
Don't you ever do this to me. This is real bullshit.
He's coming back in Fast 10.
I don't know how. I don't know how. Unless this motherfucker legit like is gonna do the Irishman technology to another man.
You have to.
As you see, screenplay by Daniel Casey and Justin Lin. So Daniel Casey, I'm on your ass. And then the story was also by a guy named Alfredo Botello. So like obviously he's on the list. As anyone saw that list I made of who I am going after. Daniel Casey, you made one movie before this called Kin that you wrote. I didn't see that shit because it looked terrible. Justin Lin, you came back to this franchise because you did so well with Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, Fast 5, and Fast 6. But you have now ruined your credibility with me. You should have just made that Hot Wheels movie. You should have just made Space Jam. Yeah. You should have just left it alone. Universal, you already know what you did, you fucking pieces of shit. You supported Dwayne Johnson and his ego to have a spinoff. You shit-canned Neil H. Moritz for no reason. Just because the man wanted the bag, too. Vin Diesel, you heard this entire pod. When I see you on the street, and I'll be able to see you because we'll be eye level. Face to face. This movie fucking sucks.
Hey, Lotto. That's in this song. I'm on your ass, girl. I'm on your ass.
Wrap it up. Wrap this shit up, B. Wrap this shit up. And what do we get? Of course.
Deckard Shaw.
Deckard Shaw. Been a long time, pal. Brixton. Oh no, I'm way better.
What they teach us in the academy?
To the chest, one in the head, just like they taught us. He's got his Adidas Sambas on. He's just doing some fucking. And he beats up like the guy who's like always the Russian guy in every movie. He's this guy in Mission Impossible, Gross Protocol. He was in something else as like the go-to Russian criminal. So it's like, what's Deckard Shaw been doing this whole time? I don't know. I mean, has there been another Hobbs and Shaw adventure before this? I mean, possibly. We don't know. Who's that knocking on my door? Okay, and again, Han shows up. What the fuck he gonna do against Deckard Shaw? We know Han can't fight. He got his ass kicked by fucking Joe Taslim from the raid. Unless he showed up with a gun, he ain't gonna do shit. And that's it, people. That's F9, as in fuck this 9. Yeah, I think Banks is occupied at the moment. So let me just say.
I'm looking for some
okay.
clip.
I was gonna say, so my idea for this movie, you really embrace the Godfather Part 2 aspect of telling the present story in the past, but the present story mainly is just Dom trying to find Jacob. Like, you really just need them versus each other the entire time, but like, I also think this movie would have been better if you told the entire origin story for like the first hour. And like you show like Jacob becoming a spy, you show Dom like how they announced like the rumored spinoff, like a Dom origin story, like just to make that this movie. Like if you're calling it Saga, explain how he got to this point.
Mm-hmm.
The setup to the third final act would have been that first mission in Monte Quinto, where Jacob shows up. You probably do something different instead of the stupid ass device. But Jacob shows up and everyone's like, "What? Like, who is he?" Then you explain it at the end. Then they have like a real fight scene where Jacob gets away. Like, he probably gets away with the device. Probably kills a member of the team on accident. Like someone crashes. Ludacris, let's get him out of here finally. Like, we have Natalie Emanuel. We don't need another hacker, and we don't need you doing paint by numbers, sleepwalking acting. But yeah, I would just fully done the origin story for the first 60, 70 minutes. Like, you tell the story of the dad dying, you then do like probably a little bit more time of Dom in prison, explain how he's so smart. Like I said before, explain that maybe he's got like a Goodwill Hunting thing going on, that like he's a genius and was like gonna go like to Stanford or MIT or something, like to become an engineer, and then he fucks it up by like beating Kenny Linder to death, well, close to it. Yeah, maybe have, instead of having Jacob kill the dad on accident, just have like Jacob hit Kenny Linder, and then Dom takes the fall for it. But then that kind of undoes the Fast and the Furious in that great scene. But you could have done the whole like, or you could just done like he never knew he never actually met his half brother. Something. There's shit that could have been done instead of what we got.
Yeah, or if y'all gonna do this movie, even though I felt like after 7 they shouldn't have called it. I don't know, man. Get another wrestler. Get John Cena involved, of course. Fucking call Paul London.
Paul, what? No, now you're just really stretching.
At this point, it's ridiculous as to everything they've done. So if you go that far, it's like, all right, you might as well call a ridiculous wrestler. Like, what Billy Kidman doing? Just call him. Nah, but overall, I like the idea that you had of booking this movie. Maybe get Deckard involved. Hint at Owen Shaw, because they just act like I know he got blown half to death like he Two-Face, but they just act like he doesn't exist at all.
Yeah. I mean, the point is that they don't want to fuck with Dwayne Johnson anymore. A majority of this cast doesn't want to fuck with Dwayne Johnson. He said the same thing. Well, yeah, no, that's the thing. He's like, you know what, fuck him. Well, fuck you too.
Right. You're like, good luck to them.
Yeah. With your broke ass.
Yeah, like that's some low key, that's some G shit. All right, good luck to them. But I ain't fucking with it.
And peace be with you as well. So he's basically, his whole like energy is above them. But yeah, I just think as much as like the Godfather Part 2 template of like flashback current day kind of works, just do something different with this movie. Like, again, like tell an origin story for the first 65% of it, and then turn it to a Fast and Furious movie at the end. I almost say like, give it back that first feel, really throw it back. Because again, it would have been 20 years since the first one. Like, have it be a story of Dom, and instead of Brian, it's Jacob. Like them growing up together and then going separate ways. How is Jacob a spy? Maybe have one mission with him and Mr. Nobody. That way we can see John Cena do some dope spy shit instead of getting his ass kicked. Explain how he and Cypher, maybe they are actually together or something. Like, like a Stephanie McMahon, Hunter Helmsley era type shit.
Oh god.
I would say my ideas, again, they're not good.
They are. It's definitely better than this idea for this movie.
But there's stuff that could have been done instead of what we got.
But they're not thinking logic. You know what I mean? It's probably on the fly. They probably do WWE type booking. Just create it on the fly. We'll figure it out later.
Well, no, like I said, they hire this guy who wrote like one screenplay before that got made at least. And then he's like, I'm going to make the self-aware Fast and Furious movie because that's what sells is being self-aware. Because at this point, it's all insanity. Like, look what's happening in these movies. Cars are flying through buildings, driving on ice. It's ludicrous, Tony Schiavone. What did Jim Cornette say? Like, that's what that guy's approach was like. So I'm going to make the Fast and Furious movie that knows it's a Fast and Furious movie. Like, no.
Yeah, and all in all, they probably said people are gonna watch regardless. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They couldn't care less. Like the checks.
Gonna watch regardless. So.
Yeah, and then they didn't count a pandemic. They didn't count on a pandemic still fucking up the bag.
Exactly. So.
Which they deserve.
Way y'all gonna watch.
You reap what you sow. You don't deserve $1 billion after this horse shit.
Nah, because what numbers did they do in theaters?
Well, let me just look it up real quick because F9.
Because they made their marketing money back. But...
Well, this has a 59% on Rotten Tomatoes. So its budget was 200 to 225. Its box office is 696.
Okay, so they made their money.
Second highest grossing movie of the year.
That's crazy. I kind of got the numbers accurate.
Only behind a Chinese film called Hi Mom. That made... Stop it. You're an asshole. That movie made $822 million. And then the third highest grossing movie of the year globally is a movie called Detective Chinatown 3.
Huh? Let me Google this shit. What are these movies? Who are these movies?
But yeah, I mean, obviously.
Country. Let me see.
Yeah.
You said Detective Chinatown is at 4?
Detective Chinatown 3.
Yeah, that came out last year. Boy, when the hell is this?
No, it was released February 12th, 2021.
Oh, okay. In the UK, it came out last year. I don't know what this shit about. I ain't watching it. I will watch because it said people search for, and they got Skip Trace with Jackie Chan and Johnny Knoxville. I will watch that instead. When are we getting that Jackie Chan and John Cena movie?
I was about to say, like I think I know. I think that's supposed to be later this year. It's legit. Like it's on its way. It's coming.
Yo, that shit is used for money laundering, bro.
That's what people say this movie was for, with Cardi B and John Cena, and them making a ninth one, even though it's the 10th installment. But
right, because it's like literally, bro, that movie has been in post with. Because I remember he shot that John Cena like in
2018,
2019.
Yeah, because he showed up doing that move, like the back fist.
And it's been in post ever since then. They just keep saying post production. No, that's been complete for a while.
Yeah, it's because they wanted to release it in China to get all the money. But I think it's also supposed to be a Netflix movie in the US.
I ain't heard Netflix say shit. They probably don't know about that. You telling them some news.
Well, like Netflix, I think we'll get the distribution elsewhere. Let me see. And then we'll wrap it up.
We distribute that shit?
Because I'm hungry as fuck.
I'm always hungry, so I agree. I ate this big ass thing of ice cream. So my teeth are shit. Kids, take care of your teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, Argyle, however you know.
Argyle, yeah, that's his next film with Matthew Vaughn, which I'm looking at. Project Extraction. Same 2021. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. He'll be playing a character named Chris Van Horn.
Vacation Friends comes out Friday, people. Make sure you
Yep,
watch
that's what I said. Yeah, we'll watch. We'll probably discuss that next week briefly.
I'll be watching.
Oh no, we'll say that for the Cena show. Yeah, we'll say that for the Cena show. But even then, he made that movie like 2 years ago too, I think. Production was oh no, it was in March, and then it was they shot that movie like in 3 weeks. It resumed in September and then concluded in October. Shit.
For which movie?
The Vacation Friends.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't even see on his IMDb.
They spent 18 days making that movie.
That makes sense. Where the fuck is that Jackie Chan movie? This ain't even on his IMDb. He's like, no, that shit ain't coming out. They took it off the IMDb.
Yeah, that shit's the Donda of John Cena movies.
What if that ended up being his best, which I doubt.
Oh no, that's highly unlikely.
I put the wrong thing in. John Cena and Hannah Montana came up.
But yeah, thanks. We did it. Fast summer. What do you think? Maybe we'll do more praise next week. We'll do a really good postscript show. But what do you just think? Quick reactions of like I said, you said it didn't feel like 2 months, 2.5 months close to it.
That shit ain't coming out to next year. It's under a different name. All right, back to what you just said. I didn't realize it's been 2 months because time moves fast, especially when you're working and you find things to fill your time up with. Mine is just lifting weights and podcasting.
Clanging and banging.
I just wish my life had different meaning to it. You know.
Oh my God! What kind of Vin Diesel existential shit are you doing?
I like to paint. I like video games. I want to hang with you.
Paint.
Oh yeah, I want to read comics. I'm smart. I can do things.
Not dumb, like everyone else says. I'm smart. I deserve respect. See, that's who John Cena is supposed to be. He's supposed to be Fredo.
And he ended up being Michael. It's crazy how booking.
No. Vin's Michael. Vin's like, I'm Vito and Michael and Sonny.
And he got cooked.
No, because again, Sonny before they killed Sonny, he was beating what was the guy's name? God damn it! Hang on. Oh God, the brother-in-law.
Oh, to the sister.
Yeah, he was beating his ass in the middle of the street.
Oh, he beat the dog shit up, bro. Because he was
no. There's like you can see like the punches don't connect. Like 2 punches he throws that don't connect at all. And it's a wide shot.
What he got?
But then he just stomps the shit out of him.
That's what you're supposed to do, people that's listening. When you get in a fight with somebody on the ground, don't try to punch him. Don't do that UFC shit. Just stomp the fuck out. That's when you're supposed to use your feet. Stomp them in the nuts, like they said on the Boondocks. But nah, all in all, I won't take up too much time. It's been a great journey. I didn't know this, like I said, it's been that long that we've been doing this. All I remember is when this movie came out, I was in a drunken slump because that's the only time I had fun. I feel like an old father from the 70s without the kids and, you know, asking the wife, where's my goddamn dinner violently.
Jesus Christ.
I just remember waking up in the drunken slump and all I seen was my phone. I fell asleep during SmackDown for like 30 minutes, and I just woke up and I just seen Davis with the little voice memo.
Crying.
And I seen the John
fighting back tears. Legit fighting back tears.
The John Cena, that's what put it over for me. The John Cena from WrestleMania when he had a job, the Undertaker in 5 minutes.
No. That was Dwayne Johnson That was The Rock, WrestleMania 28. That's what that was.
That picture right there?
Mm-hmm. With him on the ramp?
Well, I thought it was from the Undertaker match.
Nah, it's from John Cena. Nah, you know what? Because it's similar to me because, again, it was so hyped. The Rock versus John Cena. Once in a lifetime. Like, the match everyone wanted to see. And then John Cena loses because Dwayne Johnson's like, I came here to go over because, one, I always do the jobs. And two, this guy talked mad shit about me. So you better believe I'm gonna go over. And three, we're in Miami. No way am I losing to Miami. And then four, you can beat me next year. Even though we said this was once in a lifetime.
Twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, that picture is
hilarious. So John Cena's sitting there. And that was me. Like, I've been a Fast and Furious fan since I told the story, since I was 4th or 5th grade. I would have never dreamed of seeing John Cena in these movies. Even though, again, I'll post that WrestleMania 23 entrance. Jerry Lawler is like, this looks like right out of the Fast and the Furious, JR, when he's driving the Ford Mustang into Ford Field.
And cut to years later, 14 years later, we see him doing it in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Because what's John Cena do? Greatness. Nothing but greatness. From rapping to matches to acting. A true Renaissance man.
Life is, in fact, a multiverse. But still, the way I just woke up, like I said, I won't take up too much time. What the fuck happened to him? I just woke up and I just saw that picture and I saw David's voice memo. And then I just played that shit back so many times. I was like, all right.
You said, run it back, Turbo.
That shit had me in tears. That man said, I am disappointed. I was like, bro. I thought I was mad after a while. And I wasn't even mad after I watched it. I was like, bro, this shit trash. And then I seen him. I said, all right, bro. I know we in for a plus.
I said the body was ready. No, what was it? But the mind. The body was willing, but the mind. Yeah.
It's not. Yo, Austin Aries.
I said it in that clip. I had not left a movie theater that disappointed since Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Bruh. Shit just sad, bro. Like, that's all I can say. Like, we don't need another one.
I had people hit me up and be like, "Wait, you didn't really like it?"
Yeah, that's what it was too. A lot of people was hitting you up like, "Nah, you didn't fuck with it. Oh, it must be bad."
But Banks, where can they find you on social media?
At the BVD pod. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. Also, we on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, like as well. Tell a friend and tell a friend.
And of course, you can follow Banks at BanksNoRest2 on Twitter and IG. You can follow me, Davis, aka Drip, on Twitter. Instagram is Davis Colton DC. Make sure you like, subscribe, rate, review, recommend, do it all. Fast Summer is done. Next week, we're doing post show. We're going to have some guests, hopefully, give their thoughts. Then we're going to say goodbye for now. Again, it'll be like Dragon Ball Z to be continued. And then we'll go back to, talking about some other shit. So if you like us, you like our thoughts, stay with us. If you don't, it's all right. There's other pods you can listen to that aren't as good, but this one isn't good either, but it's fun is what it is. It's two guys talking shit, trying to make the other laugh. Trying to make the other laugh more than anything is what this show is doing.
And that's good for the content. Fuck all that. Our shit holds weight, motherfucker. Fuck all that. I'm going to talk my shit and I never do. Y'all see the resumes. You see what Davis do. I don't even need to talk about my resume. You see what Davis do. You see where he at. Bitch. So you don't need to say nothing. Where your podcast? Hey, listen, that's what I'm about to start doing with y'all motherfuckers. Where y'all podcast at?
Hey, I've been saying that. So, I mean, some people do the talking, but maybe I shouldn't speak on it given,
That's all good. Listen, I can't think of a Ric Flair line. that I want.
No, it's all like, are you gonna talk about it or be about it? Essentially,
I spilled more liquor.
I spent more money on spilt liquor.
Hey, we're gonna end on this note. We've only just begun.
And you don't know shit. All you who think you can do this podcast and shit, you don't know shit
at all. And about your dad.
John Cena, please come on the pod. Please. Make
it happen one day. We're gonna speak it to
I
got a vision board right here.
Now there are two people who I would cry if I ever met or talked to. Drake and John Cena.
I'm not crying about Drake. I'm trying to think of an artist I'll cry to.
Fred Durst?
No, it'll be a woman. Oh, Janet Jackson. Fuck around, let me meet Janet Jackson, bro. First of all, I'm trying to get her hand. Second of all, security gonna choke me clean the fuck out. Yeah, if it's
more like Freddie Jackson.
Yeah. You not a goddamn thing. Ooh, what's up? Not a goddamn thing. But all right, bro.
Hey, don't you come around here. I'll call you.
On this vision board that I need to write on.
Oh my God, this is a grown-ass man with a real vision board.
You got to write it and manifest.
You 36.
I don't give a fuck, motherfucker.
Even though
motherfuckers you 120 in the Bible, writing shit down.
Whoa.
Realer. No disrespect to anybody. I'm hiding my face because my hat is off. So, hey, once again, like, subscribe. I'm hungry, motherfucker, and I gotta do this shit again later. Once again,
tired. I'm hungry.
Check the motherfucking resume.
NXT takeovers tonight too.
Oh shit, yeah. Hey, peace out.